Hey, what up? Welcome.
What's up, Michael?
The Off Topic Podcast. How you doing, Jeff? Looking good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Feeling trim. Feeling
yeah.
Wearing an old shirt, but you know, laundry day.
I'm Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
I like knives.
Yeah, you do.
I like knives. I like killing people. but I don't want to admit to
Any
it.
thought about your battle buddy here?
I don't look him in the eye. It's you learn that pretty early on, right, Jack?
You looked me in the eye, you're dead.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
Well, watch out for Ryan. I got nose surgery. I know I don't normally sound like this, but I'm Jack now. I got my nose reconstructed. They did a de-uglying on me, so I think it worked. I'm pretty happy about it.
That's a good job on your first plastic surgery, Jack. First of many, I assume.
Yeah, well, he'd get more. He can't afford more. It's not covered by insurance.
Can we kill this bit now?
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty funny, though.
That was pretty funny.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. I'll go that way.
Hello. Look at this bad boy. Hey, welcome to the podcast. We got these pillows.
Life size.
I don't want
Jeremy's is about 80%.
Mine is very close to my actual size.
He stood next to one, and you could take him, but it's close.
I could take him on.
It's
Are you
like,
kidding? Look at that bicep.
It's like someone took you and they squished it just a bit. Just a smidge. Hey, I'm your host, Michael. The real one. I mean, which one's real? We don't know. This is based on a real photo of me.
Look at the bum detail.
Dude. Oh, also I said, hey.
the freckles. I didn't notice the
He's got a
freckles.
freckled ass.
If you're watching it live, that was our Instagram there. I was like, put the Instagram. We always
Have
have
you got
Twitter.
bum
so I
frecks?
said, watch Instagram. I don't know. I can't see back there.
That's
point.
dried poop.
I have
Those
bum
are dried
frecks.
doo-doo
I have a
flecks.
lot of
Poop
freckles
specks.
everywhere.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Jeff Shades
Yeah.
Ramsey, as they call me.
Damn.
Oh, are we
dude.
introducing ourselves?
Damn. I mean, we.
I'm
usually
Jeremy.
do.
Hey,
I'm Fiona.
Fiona. I'm Gavin.
I'm Gavin.
That's it.
It's
Get out.
Gavino.
Sponsors this episode got MeUndies. I'm wearing them.
How much do they pay us?
Spirion. I don't know.
$2.6 million.
Whoa! And Stuber, the movie.
Are these new chairs?
I think so.
No.
No, they're the exact same.
Mine's definitely.
Name's
not.
always.
Did you see Stuber when we all saw it?
I haven't seen it.
I saw it. It's funny.
Kids, man.
It's a really
I
funny
don't get to
video.
see anything. I don't get to do anything.
Yeah. Speaking of not seeing stuff, you probably didn't go to see Annabelle.
Oh, that's true. I didn't. I definitely did not.
That was good. Me,
Okay.
it was me, Trevor, Alfredo, Jackie.
It's
all
weird.
that.
Trevor will make it to the movies, just not to work.
I guess Barbara was coming there too.
Is Trevor not working today?
Trevor's
He
gone.
is on vacation. It's his weekly vacation.
He's good at vacations.
Yeah, he is. He's great at it.
He's gone.
Hey, everybody's good at something.
Yeah.
You can tell he's. You know when you have a good manager when everybody's sad that they're gone.
That's what it is.
Bummed out. That,
Right.
oh, Trevor's not here.
So when do we get a good manager?
I just wish he was here.
I'm just bummed out because there's one less person to hit with a moonball. There's less fodder.
There were some good moonballs today.
Can I say? You've been in France all week, right? Or you were
For
somewhere
like a day.
Yeah,
I was there for like 9 hours.
You were somewhere. Well, 9 hours plus the 20 hours it takes to get there and 20 hours. It's like you were gone for like 3 days. When you're not here, the moonballs don't get thrown.
See, to
And
me,
then
that's
you
very
showed
sad.
up. You showed up today, and you weren't even in the room. I got hit in the mouth. I got hit in the spine. Alfredo almost got
Spine.
killed. You got hit in the forehead, which was fucking awesome.
I was on point with those moonballs
Yeah,
today.
you
I
were.
felt so good about it.
Matt Bragg got hit hard in an ancillary moonball he was not happy about.
My first call of a moonball was
He was upset.
Yeah.
it's been a while
He
by
showed
stained
emotion.
Gavin ball.
I think my first call was I asked Jack what happened to his head and face, and he told me about his surgery, and then I threw a Jack sinus ball.
Jack sinus
So
ball.
what? I didn't hear about this surgery.
So Jack's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
He's got a deviated septum. Sounds like that when he breathes.
Okay.
And now he's got he's like, you know how like all dudes are hooked up to CPAP machines now? Like if you're over 25 and you're a dude in America, you have a CPAP machine. Like you're in some sort of weird dystopian sci-fi movie.
Okay.
And he's trying to avoid that, so he went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, I can fix your shit, like your nasal cavities and stuff. So they do a surgery. It's like a 15-minute surgery. I won't go too deep into it, but they put like a balloon in and like open up your nasal passageways.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
ungunk your junk.
and then they like
Yeah.
scrape your adenoids. I actually had the same thing done when I was in high school or middle school. Middle school.
Why do they just take
high
the adenoids? You don't need them.
I had mine.
You
I had mine.
later, dude.
I had mine taken.
Are they
A lot
like
of mine.
sinus tonsils?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Damn, dude, what are you even doing in there?
But it's like
Get rid
a
of 'em.
super non-invasive 15-minute
Oh,
outpatient
okay.
surgery.
He did that
You don't even
today?
have to be put down. You can
did it
just do
yesterday.
Twilight.
Oh, he did it yesterday.
He did it yesterday. He was back at work today like
Oh,
a
that's
fucking
why.
champ.
Okay.
He was.
He was back to work from a face surgery faster than that man can get back to work from a dentist visit.
He does go to the dentist.
Old,
like a-
old joke.
We're like,
Or
You noticed that in your
I've
time?
noticed.
Yeah, that's.
I've noticed Jack goes to the dentist a lot. And,
Have you noticed that?
I
That's
have.
what I was saying. Like to notice it in that short period.
And then I also noticed that Trevor is
a great guy.
something's wrong with his house constantly.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
he's
feel
in late
bad.
working on the house.
I feel
And
so-
it's like Matt with his
he's
car.
moving.
well, to be fair, it's 50-50 because Trevor does sometimes have house stuff. But then the other thing you might not notice is whenever Trevor is late ever, he says it's a house thing because he's making fun of Matt.
Yes.
So
Oh,
it's like
okay.
50-50 real
50,
and
okay.
50 like, for example, he said the other day, I'm going to be late, I'm taking my car to the dentist.
Yeah, I got
was
that
directed at
joke.
Matt,
I
so
didn't think he
It's
actually
hard to
was
say
doing
exactly when he's actually dealing with house stuff or not.
Well,
And something I've noticed
funny-
about you, you're
Yeah.
never here at the end of the day. To the
Yeah.
point where I was like, I wonder if Fiona goes home early. To the point where last week, it like hit 4:30 on the dot, and you just ran away.
Yeah, I have a dog to take care of. I have shit to do. The dog needs me, or else it just starts
bring the
peeing
dog to the
everywhere.
podcast.
No, he
Don't do
peed.
that.
I
Why?
don't. I can't do it.
Don't do that.
That's
Let's-
your dog.
No, it's still.
The dog likes Matt.
It's not
too
in
much.
sight.
The
dog
dog
culture.
really likes Matt.
It's a
Sneaky
problem.
I don't know why. I think it's the shoes.
Maybe they're
Squishy.
related.
People like Matt.
Okay.
People like
That's a new
Matt.
shirt.
People like Matt what? People like Matt are...
Sad.
I was waiting for him to finish the sentence.
Destined for loneliness.
That was it.
Unhealthy. Not long to live. So what do we got?
Right.
I think you literally referred to Matt as a garbage monster the other day, like just in passing conversation, because we were talking about his Pokemon. We're on the Pokemon poster.
Garbrag.
Garbrag, which is just a trash bin with some gunk
Who
coming out.
decided to draw him as a pile of trash?
I don't know who drew it.
Someone drew that.
Yeah, but
Where is it?
we had a poster
it's
for
not a
Extra Life
charity
one year
poster.
where
Oh,
someone
is it in a
drew all of us.
poster?
Yeah,
It's like a Pokemon.
they
What
drew
was
all of us
my
as
one?
Pokemon. You were a bird.
Nose, you were a fucking nose, wasn't he?
No, he was a. I thought he was a bird. He was like a
Yeah, you're
parrot.
a bird. You're
It's
Oh,
like
I guess.
Brit something.
I'm thinking of
I think
the
they
real
didn't go with the
Pokemon.
obvious nose pass.
Nose pass is
comparison.
an actual Pokemon, which is a giant fucking nose.
Yeah, I think you were a British bird.
Yeah.
Like Lindsay was a cat. He was like a bear that was on fire. Jeff was like
I was Remsink, whatever the fuck that
it was
is.
like
like a sink.
It was kind of like a dragonite looking. It was like
Yeah.
a yellow dragon
In a-
thing
in
with a
a sink?
mustache.
The important
What's
thing
that?
is that I was listed before
I don't know what
Gus
That's a
on the
broken
poster.
screen.
It's calming though.
It's calming. Is it?
Can we get that up on the screen? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like the
What
wrinkle
is
on the
it?
left-hand
It's-
side of the screen.
Well, it's water.
Yeah, it looks like
It's-
water
yeah, but
or
it's
like,
It's like
a shitty picture of
pastel
water.
water.
or like a bed sheet on a bed that's not made very well.
What
It's
is
just a Chromebook background.
Why is it there,
I'm
then?
trying to get the chat back up right now.
Why is it
But
there?
can you put the
Back up
Chromebook background on the TV?
Yeah, put it up there.
Let me try.
You can figure it out. We believe in you.
You're doing great.
Just to make it into
Well,
a
we'll just
meditation
have a
stream.
a calm one. We could.
Usually there's like a
aren't you
moving.
drinking?
I like
like,
talking
That's
aren't
not
you
it at
drunk?
all.
That's not it.
Is
Well,
that
it was a
better?
corner.
No, you need to go in on the right side by the looks of it.
It's this corner.
It's like that, but eight. There you
There
go.
you
There it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
That's what we're looking at.
Beautiful.
Is that okay?
Now the audience sees what we
nice?
see.
Yeah, it's so serene.
This is a very calm off topic so far. Got ripples of the water right there.
Can we play some sound effects of a babbling brook?
Like a
Do you have that?
river.
Yeah, a little riff.
Let me see what we can do.
Well, there's I can just fully.
Eric is already.
Yeah,
Let's just, let's just,
Oh my god.
do it in the mic.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Dumbass.
Yeah, he spilled. He spilled.
done.
You dumbass.
What?
Fuck is that?
Somebody's choking a duck.
Well. Oh look, they're making the filter.
Oh, it's so nice.
It looks dusky.
Everybody, all right, so today's Friday. Next
Yeah.
week's
Friday.
RTX.
Yeah.
Are you guys all ready?
This is the dusk before the storm.
Last year I did more. I was like, last year I did more than I've ever done in an RTX, like every second of the day. And I thought, and I was like, this is the last year I do it like this. I'm gonna take it a little bit easier next year, so I don't like just beat myself.
Wrong.
And do it way worse this year. Turns out.
How many panels?
I don't even know. I haven't looked at my RTX schedule of like what I'm doing from 9 a.m. to 5
Here's the
p.m.
thing.
because there's so much
I'm gonna
outside
look
shit
at your
scheduled.
schedule.
I got a dumb barbecue thing I got to do. I got this thing at the Coop with
Hey,
the
come to
artist
the dumb
Todd
barbecue
Francis.
thing. Jeff will be
Come
there.
or don't, I don't care.
Come to the dumb barbecue
Do it or don't do it. I got
You still have to do the barbecue thing?
Yeah, we're still doing it. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking
Right.
forward to it. And we're not having like it's gonna be me. I'm not sure who's gonna be in it. I don't want
This
to.
is your schedule. Like I got it up.
But
you got?
it's just
Oh,
theater
and there's
mode,
more than that, I'm sure.
H Live.
It doesn't
you have
capture
Smash.
everything.
You have Smash Bros with Blake Anderson.
Yeah, that'll be
That's
cool.
exciting. I'm excited
at
about that.
11 a.m. July
I have seen
7.
every episode of Workaholics.
Yeah, you
I'm
have.
very excited about
And
it.
I've seen like one.
If Google Calendar had a voice.
The Weird Place, July 7, 12:30, 1:30 p.m.
Oh, the Weird Place. That was a great one.
It'd be cool if your virtual assistant was proper East Coast.
I would love.
You've got Achievement Hunter, you ass,
My-
on a center
Hold on, I gotta-
stage at 1 p.m. Don't fucking be
You're gonna
late.
be late, bitch.
Don't
Hurry
be
up.
late,
My
bitch.
GPS
Start
used to swear
shoving.
at me.
Start-
swears at
Yeah, I programmed my GPS with like a certain voice that was like, it said like, in 4 motherfucking miles, like,
No.
take the exit off the highway. Where you going? That's what he used to yell at me.
How long until
going?
that gets old?
It got old very quickly because he would say motherfucking before every time he said miles. It'd be 3 motherfucking miles every time.
I just did a road trip through California with Millie, my girlfriend, and Emily, my girlfriend. She's Waze. Waze is pretty fucking awesome, actually. And you can do that there too. And she has hers set to boy band, so it just like fucking sings everything to you.
Like Backstreet Boys?
Turn left,
That's
turn
deep.
right.
How can you even focus on the
You
directions?
can't.
of
You
it?
can't.
You're
It's
jamming
just-
along as you
it's
miss
just
all your
super
turns.
fucking annoying.
Did you go to that Winchester house?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
Oh, damn.
I've always wanted to go to that, ever since playing Fallout.
I went to the Winchester House and I went to the Hearst Castle. And the Hearst Castle is, they're both, Hearst Castle's 165 rooms, Winchester House 160 rooms. All I could think about when I was in the Winchester House, by the way, had a paranormal experience while I was there. Really did. Legitimate. Had 2 weird things happen. Was walking through a hallway and with Emily, and I looked over and she goes, I wonder what's behind that door. And
Death.
the door just fucking opened up like this. And then they were like, that's not a part of the tour, you can't go there. And we're like, oh, that was weird. And then we went to a room and we went to open the door and it was locked. And there were people on the other side of the door, and you have to have a key to lock the door, and they didn't, and the employees, it shut the tour down for 10 minutes while they had to find the right key to unlock the door, and then it didn't work, and they couldn't figure it out. And it took them like 10 minutes, and the second I left, the lady was like, eventually they gave up, they're like, well, we're just gonna have to skip this room. I walked past the door, and it opened. And they were like, well, that's really weird. And then we went back through it.
Small
It was
man
fucking,
came out.
yeah, it was weird. It was cool, it was interesting, it was neat, but all I could think of the whole time I was
Jeremy
there
comes out
was...
from
Guy
the
was like, the
dark.
door's all fixed now. Got it.
The Hearst Castle is like
Bayou.
the Hearst Castle is kind of like the Temple of Versailles. It's like a monument to like audacity and wealth and beauty. And the Winchester House, it just looks like people took advantage of that poor lady. Like she had more money than God, and for 20 years they just built
God's
that
rich,
house.
too. He's
and she
loaded.
just hired. She had like
Oh, absolutely.
she had like
invested.
welders and shit on staff to just work on it constantly because she was terrified she was going to go to hell and she was trying to like
Damn.
trap and hide from spirits and stuff. And these people just let her, you know? And she just like she was basically funding this town, and all they had to do was put her house together, and it was kind of ramshackle and
I was
shitty,
always
and I
sad-
just felt bad for the lady. I was like, this lady people must have just saw dollar signs every time they saw her.
Yeah, it's just like rich with mental health issues.
Yeah.
Rinse her. I was sad we never went there for Horner.
Yeah.
We tried.
We
Yeah,
tried.
we tried twice.
I heard that, and they just
Yeah.
didn't want us.
They were not interested.
There's a shocking, not shocking. There's a lot of places that looked at our content and went, no.
Or they're just way too expensive. Winchester House wasn't expensive; they just weren't interested.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the hardest. That was the hardest part about Haunter was we had to find sites that were haunted. First of all, they had to have 2 or 3 stories because we have to weave the stories together. So there's multiple investigations going.
Stories
They have to
as
be
in-
affordable.
As in stories to be
As
told.
like
not-
stories to be told. Yeah.
Nice job, Eric. Nailed it.
And then they have to say yes to us, and a lot of people don't say yes, unfortunately.
Would you say yes to us if you didn't know about us?
Oh, absolutely not.
No, me neither.
No, I don't begrudge anyone. I get it. I was walking around the Winchester House thinking like we would have fucked this place up.
They're like, oh,
It's
wow,
fucking tiny.
a haunting crew. That's great.
Jeremy is too tall for some of the rooms. You know?
Wrong.
I know. Jeremy wants to go now.
I was being
He's
kind.
like, buy me
I
a
was being
ticket.
kind. He's not. But
I would be perfect.
it's the lady who lived there was 4'11", and she designed it to her specifications.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Hi, chat.
Yo,
we can see you now.
that's short.
Yeah.
Am I on Murder Room this season? Somebody in the chat said I was on the season finale. So yes, filmed it this week.
Not out yet.
I wanted to ask something, but oh
Go for
yeah, what did you guys ever think about doing like haunted things outside of the United States?
We did.
Or
Well, yeah,
was
we
it
did. We
just-
did. We did one in Australia
Oh, you
and
did
2 in
Australia.
England.
In
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
only
You got
one
a
of
French
the
place you know about that's super haunted?
Well,
catacomb.
Well, the catacombs is for sure one, but I don't know if
That's too
filthy-
mainstream.
I'm gonna get
two.
down there and wear a skull.
It's
Catacomb's cool.
two. Yeah, it's
I went to France just now.
yeah.
I went for about 19 hours and came back.
Saw your picture of the Eiffel Tower.
Went to the Eiffel Tower. I think my picture captures the grandness of the Eiffel Tower.
I wanted to tweet you. I didn't see it till really late at night. I was browsing through Twitter and saw that picture come up, like me at the Eiffel Tower, and I like had the tweet written in where I was like, I hate everything about who you are and the things that you do. It was like this full write-up. That's his picture of him at the Eiffel Tower.
And it's like, to me, it's like, you know, it's crazy because there's an area right in front of the Eiffel Tower. You don't need to walk too far. Right in front, and it's a little bit above, so it's like the perfect place to take a
We
selfie.
filmed
to see.
No, he
a
would
bunch
never
of
do
videos.
that.
Why
Me
did
and
you
That's a
just
great picture.
walk
That
a little
shows how amazing
Me and
the
Matt and
Eiffel
Alfredo
Walk a
filmed a
little
bunch of
bit
videos
there.
at the Eiffel Tower in that spot you're talking about, like 4 months ago.
So I'm looking at this video, this picture, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
He's being Gavin. That's why I had the whole thing written in. I was
I'll
like,
show you my picture of the Sydney Opera House. It's really good.
Here we
actually.
go. It's,
God.
it's a picture of a urinal.
It's like, I mean, like, you know, at least like James Willems, he
Sydney
has his
Opera House?
Instagram. Like, he'll take pictures of really interesting things and he'll just
You're
put his foot in
ridiculous.
it.
Yeah.
My
Like,
God.
do that.
Golden Gate Bridge? That's really good.
God.
You and
what's
Jack
it-
take the same photo.
What's the name of that color?
Oh, something orange.
Yeah.
International orange.
That's it. Yeah, that's the color of the Golden Gate Bridge. Not
some
Alestra
other ones.
orange, as I think Ryan wrote.
Yeah, I've done Buckingham Palace. I've done the classics. I was really happy to get the Eiffel Tower. Tower Bridge in London. It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Did you actually not take a picture
Just Gavin
of
there.
yourself in front of the Eiffel Tower?
Doesn't look gold at all.
No, that was it.
Why would I
Okay.
do that?
I don't know, maybe just for
Gavin,
memories.
no, he doesn't like. His memories are up there.
He's also-
and then
he's-
often he forgets
He's
them.
I don't
gonna
know,
be
just-
back there in a month anyway.
Yeah. I assume that when I go somewhere, it's not the first time. The last time. I've been flying a lot.
He's-
This,
Yeah.
I don't think this is. I mean, I can't be sure if this is the first time.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't remember everything
It might
about my
not
life.
be.
Tower Bridge? Man, that's an impressive bridge.
Your
Yeah.
head looks dumb there.
It's good colors, man.
I remember that kid. He was nice.
How old were you there? Because you look like a
probably
little
like
boy.
2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
No, it was when he shaves and
It's
lets his
not
hair
that
go
shade
bliff.
there.
Like
Well,
that.
when he does
flat
the little,
head, he's like,
the,
"Boy,
yeah,
yeah."
the haircut there makes you look like a little boy.
Yeah, he hasn't gooped it.
Like a little idiot is what you meant to say.
No, Michael, don't
Yeah.
be an asshole.
Oh, hang on.
Now hang on there.
Little
Oh, I can close this now because the chat's right there.
We did. We just streamed some Mario Maker.
Two.
Gavin and Matt.
How'd it go?
It was fun.
It was fun.
While y'all were
There's
doing
like
that-
a story mode.
building
Oh,
a
really?
castle.
We didn't have to deal with Matt's bullshit. Yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're like the foreman of the princess's
it's
castle.
pretty weird.
While y'all were doing that, we played that totally reliable
Delivery
service.
It's a game.
Turds.
It was
Yeah?
a game.
It was okay.
It was a game.
I think it's I think it's a better Play Pals game than a better Let's Play.
Why'd you play
Oh
that?
yeah.
We'll amp it up. We'll
What's
four
that?
players.
Why'd you play
Because we
that?
can do
Because
both.
we needed to play something, and
I want to play it.
we
You
can
can
both
make
play the fucking game, idiot.
Yeah, we'll fix
There's
it.
a character that looks. Well, you can make a character that looks just like Trump.
We.
Really?
Yeah, he was dead on. He was orange. The only thing is that he had white lips
This
because
is
that's
the
all I
thing
could do.
I asked Jeremy, and we can already like pass the bar that they've set. I was like, "How much did you sing?" And he said, "None." And I was like, "Done."
Yeah.
And then we sang a little bit.
We'll just be like,
There is jamming music. We turned the music off because like,
"Oh man."
we didn't, it had to sync up across all the things. But if it's just you two, leave that music on. You sing a Play Pals to that easily.
Hell yeah.
No, he's answered it.
Hello? 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 Hello?
They're talking
I
too.
think
I'm
it's-
sure they're talking.
They're not talking, there's nothing. Hello? I love the new robocalls that are nothing. It's great.
I don't like them
Yeah.
at all. I'll be honest.
That's being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I get
yeah, the-
robocalls from Massachusetts a lot, and like you just hit the lock button twice, and it's like,
I get it
Call
from
ended.
Massachusetts too.
oh,
Bunch of scumbags over there.
I've been there.
there's a lot of
once.
scumbags. Yeah, like
What?
it's that MIT garbage. That's where the
They want you-
robots.
they
Yeah,
want
robots are
Jeremy.
coming from there.
MIT wants Jeremy's head.
They're coming from
give me your
there. I mean,
head.
when robots eventually bust out,
It's in Massachusetts.
it's coming from out of MIT. Yeah, they're walking through those
the
doors,
hell?
calling us.
Dude, Plape's room's looking nice though.
I'm
It's
super
almost
proud
a
of
room
it.
I haven't looked
that's
in yet.
ready. You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh, damn, dude.
I moved everything. I felt like, you know.
Hench.
Yeah, I moved everything.
Yeah. I changed the background so it's not Thanos' ass anymore.
I just got sick of knowing that Game Attack had a set that was like 10 times better than ours. They have a really nice.
They did.
Yeah,
they
they
have a
did.
really nice.
Yeah,
And
set.
ours was a shelf.
This is a piece of shit. It's a shit
but shelves where nothing fits
It's
from
a
the
shit
main room.
room.
Yeah.
Not
a shit
anymore.
room.
Not anymore.
No, now
And if
someone
you
will be like,
ever
someone will walk in
insult
and go, "This is really nice. Let me fuck this room up." That's what's gonna happen.
It's a nice
But
room now.
it's almost done.
But
we can
I-
almost start filming.
So
again.
I was plugging the cables in, you know, making the computer, the PC work and stuff, and I see all of a sudden everything pops up like Thanos' ass. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks
Oh, on the
nice.
desktop background.
I was like you know, I forgot that was like a thing that happened.
Yeah, Larry
but-
did it months ago.
We
But
have
it
a
just
new.
all popped
we have a
up.
new background we can put on there now. It was the one that was there. We'll put that on.
Oh, the ripple.
Oh,
yeah.
the ripples. The,
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I mean, in fairness though, Thanos has a great ass, like really good ass.
Almost
What
as good
the
as the top
hell?
of
No, it
Michael's
doesn't.
freckle out.
What?
Well, in that picture, yeah, because it was photoshopped.
Well, yeah, in that photo he's got a great ass. I haven't seen Thanos' ass
Well, it
in
sounded
the
like
movie.
you did.
That's the best I've seen, and that according to that photo, great ass.
Okay.
You know, I mean, like he doesn't whip it out in the. He doesn't moon Iron Man.
but it did just get re-released, and they added an extra scene.
So
Maybe
we don't
that's
know
it.
anymore.
They
Right,
added
it's just-
7 minutes to the movie. It could be like 7 minutes of his ass just jiggling.
I'd watch it.
The entire thing was Ant-Man climbing up his ass to defeat
into his
him.
butthole,
into
yeah.
his
And
butt-
then
into
growing.
his anus and growing and defeating Thanos.
That would work.
It would. That's what I'm saying.
I mean-
so it wasn't far fetched.
He could be the ultimate murderer, Ant-Man.
Oh yeah. Jeff broke.
I didn't even realize he broke.
Oh yeah,
He just
he
continued
broke a little
talking
bit
about
ago.
Thanos' ass.
He broke, I think, like 90 seconds ago.
I just wanted to see how long it would take the fucking broadcast department to notice and do something about it.
How are you not drooling?
Gavin, it was, dude. I was starting to fill up. The pool was about to overflow.
Oh God.
Oh, that's funny.
Guess who has shit his pants twice now in the last month?
Who did a poo-poo in his
Gavin.
pants?
Jeff, what's happening?
This guy.
I'm regressing.
Poo-poo in your pants? Someone
I
laugh.
Clap.
I now know the two. I'm gonna do a whole bit about it at the stand-up
gonna
special, I
doo-doo?
think. But the only thing worse than shitting your pants on the way to the bathroom, I've discovered,
He's doing it twice.
is shitting your pants on the way out of the bathroom.
Oh, Jeff.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we not? Are we? I'm a bit worried because this is the
I
third
don't
time
care.
I've heard about.
He shits his pants a lot.
But you
He
said one
shits
of
his pants
the,
all the time.
one of the
I
shits
know,
you
but
like
maybe it's
shat
time
into
to
the
see a
cloth
doc.
as you were going
did.
or something.
I did, yeah.
You were like-
both times.
Well, you like mid pulling them down and you just.
I
went
was
into
pulling
them?
my pants down the other day, and I was like, I had a little fart, but I was in a hurry, and I was like trying to do some stuff, and I had like paperwork, and I was like, you know, and I was like, and I just put it, and I was like, fuck, I gotta get to the bathroom. So I ran to the bathroom, and as soon as I started pulling my pants down, I was like, I had a little fart out, and it was a lot more than a fart, and it was just like right into my underwear. I was
That's
just
max efficiency. It's like-
cradling a bunch of shit in my underwear that are still on between my legs while I was
his face.
shitting into the toilet, and just like, what do I do with the shit in front of me while I'm dealing with the shit behind?
But
It was
now-
a nightmare.
To be fair, that's best case for your ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Because there wouldn't be any smushed around.
Best
and like,
case.
No, I came out of it
Shit like
clean.
crazy.
My underwear didn't.
Did you
So
just
what
throw
you
them
do?
away?
Do you bin them?
Did you just
I
throw
threw
them
those away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bent those.
It's not
There was
worth
too much duty.
You don't
to
want
just
to put
start-
all that duty in your washing machine.
How do
You
Jeff do the boom
can't. You
boom?
can't put that duty in the washing machine.
No.
However,
your alternative is then you gotta like hand press it out into the sink or the bathtub.
I'm
You didn't
not.
wanna
It
do
was
that either.
if it was just like a smidge, you know, like a wipe or whatever. But it was a little mound of doo doo, and I don't know how to get it out of my underwear, so I just folded it in on itself like an American flag and then sent it off. I buried it at sea like Osama bin Laden. Yeah, it was brutal.
You just threw it out of a helicopter.
And then
over the ocean.
But I don't know why I'm shitting myself all of a sudden again.
Well, maybe it's time to go to a doctor, Jeff.
Hey, I've been to doctors.
some good
Doctors are like, you're like, oh yeah, you're old. Cool.
They're like, quit shitting yourself.
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to,
Maybe don't wait so long to go to
maybe
the
you need to
bathroom.
go to get those diapers.
Maybe you don't wait so
You gotta get some
long to go to
Depends,
the
man.
Yeah, so I shit my pants twice since the last time I was on the podcast. I talked about one of them on Off Topic, or on the RT podcast, I think. And then I got a dune buggy stuck for 17 hours in the desert the other day.
Yeah, you did do
Wasn't
that
that
too.
You exaggerate.
We went when I was on the the road trip in California for vacation. We were going down from Big Sur down to LA because I had to work in LA, and went to Pismo Beach, which I thought was only a thing that Bugs Bunny went to, but apparently it's real. And they do dune buggies on the beach, right? Like right next to it. It's like big ass. It looks like Lawrence of Arabia. It's like fucking crazy. It looks way more deserty than Kuwait did. I spent a year in Kuwait. I never saw a desert that was as pretty as the desert in California, next to the ocean. And you can rent a dune buggy for 2 hours, and it's like in the movies. And they go, the first thing they tell you is like, don't worry, you can't flip it. And I was like, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
They were like, whatever you do, people get scared, but you cannot flip it. And I was like, okay, all right, I appreciate the challenge, thank you. And it was like, Dad, you know? And they're like, if you get stuck, call this number, write down your GPS coordinates on your phone, and we'll come find you. And I was like, fuck, am I gonna get stuck? And they're like, yeah, everybody gets stuck. I was like, what do I do to not get stuck? And they tell you what to do to not get stuck. And
You just ignored all that.
no, I did everything they said. It was fucking
he
awesome.
just shit himself.
And then,
Then I said, I didn't think about shitting your pants in the buggy.
30 minutes in, I got stuck. And just trying to get up a hill. And I did the things that they said and called the number, and a dude came over. Dude was a Rooster Teeth community member. His name was Logan. Logan, I love you so much. Thank you for all of your help over and over and over and over
I
again.
love the idea of watching Achievement Hunter and then just finding Jeff stuck in the
He
desert.
he shows up like, Jeff? And I was like, hey. And he's like, I get you. Really, really nice guy. And he was a fucking awesome dude. And so he gets it unstuck. We drive off. And 2 minutes later, I get stuck again. But this time I get it stuck. I don't even know how to describe it. I went over, you just go over, like, it's a thing where you'll be going like 30 miles an hour and you'll go over a dune and it looks like it's not a big deal. And then you're going 80 feet straight down, sideways and backwards. And the dune buggy's going like this. It's like Jackass. It's like in the movies. It's terrifying. And Millie's screaming, what are you doing? You know, and you're like, you're going to kill us. And I'm like, ah! And I went in the biggest fucking hole I've ever seen in my entire life. And the dune buggy itself wasn't stuck, but all I could do was drive around in circles because it couldn't get up any of the hills. It didn't have enough speed to get up any of the hills. So we had to call Logan again.
So you're just in a bowl.
And it was fucking awesome because we're just like, I got a bunch of photos of Millie just sitting in the desert like this with her fucking motorcycle helmet on. She was like chasing beetles. We were out there for about 45 minutes before they found us that time. And Logan shows up and he goes, that's a good one. All right, I'll get to work. It took him almost an hour to get us out. He was like, "I said this is impressive. It's very hard to get one stuck like this. We might have to tow it out. I don't want to call my boss. It's going to be a whole thing if I call my boss, but we'll work on it." And I just sat and watched him work and felt like an asshole for like 45 minutes. He finally got it by deflating all of the air out of both back tires, and then he was able to get more traction and get it out. Finally got it out. We were like, "Yeah." I was talking to him, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he goes, it happens all the time, dude. It's no big deal. And I go, what's the most, you rent these things for 2 hours. I was like, what's the most times you've unstuck somebody? He goes, 17 times. One person.
Why
in
even
2 hours.
leaving?
I know. And I was like, I was like, was that annoying? He goes, 17 times is when it starts to get annoying for me. He was like, I was good for the first 15 or 16. 17, you're starting to be like, all right, asshole. And I'm like, well, you're never going to see me again. Don't worry about it. He lets us go. I drive off. Go driving down the road. We're like, fuck this. It's now like 3.5 hours into the 2 hours that we rented the thing. And we were the last people, so they wanted to get, it was like, we had to get back at 6:20 so they could go home. Right? And it's like 7:30 at this point. And so we're like plugging along. I'm not going through dunes or anything. I'm just making a beeline back to the thing to get the fuck out of there. And out of the 2 hours that I went dune buggying, I rode a dune buggy for about 25 minutes. And it starts making a noise, and I look at Emily, and she looks at me, and I go, oh, that's weird. And then I hear, thunk! And then Millie goes, ah! And I turn back, and the belt had flipped off and hit Millie in the back of the head.
Oh, no!
But luckily she had a helmet on. She was pissed off, too, because I was like, That was weird. Emily's like, ow! Are you gonna ask how I am? And I'm like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, it hit me. I had no idea. She was furious at me. So we had to call him back. He eventually comes back out, and then he's like, oh yeah, the belt's fucked. All right. He goes back. He comes back 20 minutes later with another belt, puts it on, and's like, you guys are good. Take care. And we're like, thanks a lot so much, Logan. He drives off doing like wheelies on a four-wheeler all the way, like laughing and joking. Gets to the edge, turns around to see us. We start to go and realize we don't have any throttle. There's no gas. I got the belt and everything, but we were just like sitting there. Eventually he runs back. He's like, why don't you guys leave? And we're like, it still doesn't work. Spent another 30 minutes fixing it. It like lost a pin.
It's like midnight.
Like a cotter pin. We're like all looking through the desert. Finally, Millie finds it. We put it all back together. He gets us going. It only goes two miles an hour now. So we're like going like this.
Oh my god.
Took me another 30 minutes to get back on. Getting passed by like beetles that are like scurrying across the desert faster than me. And we finally get there. It's like 8:30 at this point. These people have been sitting around for like 2.5 hours, just wanting to go home, you know? And they're all looking at me like,
What
we
this
limp in
asshole,
with a broken ass thing that we've destroyed. And then we get on the bus to take us back, and there's a lady and her son there, and she's like, do you guys get stuck? And we're like, yeah, we got stuck. And she's like, yeah, my husband and my son are stuck too, but they can't fix them because some other guy keeps getting stuck, and every time they go to rescue them, they have to rescue this other guy first. I don't know what the deal with that is. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Anyway. We got the fuck out of there.
Anyway.
So anyway.
Jesus. Yeah.
Did you film it? Did you take a GoPro or like a Insta360?
We took the Insta360. Emily
figure it out this time?
filmed it, yeah. Emily filmed the whole thing, so I got
I
video.
should get one of those.
Did you talk about what you did with your first one?
I don't know if we ever talked about it. I didn't know how that. Gavin brought that Insta360 video camera to Australia with us, remember?
It's the
And
one
we
where
did
he's running through the
did the
crowd. and-
yeah.
And it like deletes the stick, so it looks like it's just floating.
It's
above.
very cool. And then he goes in and edits it, so it did that cool thing.
So Emily, she liked it, and so she bought one, and we took it to Mexico with us. And I don't know how to use it, and I don't give a shit about cameras. I'm not Gavin. So she's like, how do I turn this thing on? And I'm like, I don't know. Every time we're trying to use it, we think we're recording it. Anyway, eventually, after we got it fixed, because it's also not waterproof, didn't know that. We took it in the ocean. I was like swimming it, slinging it around the water and stuff, pull it out, and just water starts pouring out of it. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
yeah, it needs a certain
waterproof? She
case.
goes, just sure it's waterproof. And I was like,
We're at the tipping point in history where it's kind of weird if something's not waterproof.
yeah,
Like,
it was definitely not waterproof. So anyway, she had to send it off to get it repaired or whatever. We got it back, got the video card back. It was just like, I have the photo somewhere. I'll show it to you. It's like 20. We put a montage together. It's 20 photos of me and Emily looking at the camera like this, going, thinking we're hitting start to record, and we're just taking photos of ourselves. And I just have a whole gallery of me and my
It's like something
sunglasses
you'd
going
find in your
like this.
grandparents' camera roll.
It's brutal.
I mean, that's Jeff most times filming things.
yeah, it's
Jeff
true.
sends me a video and it's sideways, or
Which
he
is
records
interesting.
something and then stops it, and you watch the video start and he goes,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. And also, you say you don't give a shit about cameras and stuff, but you were a photographer.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, he
Not anymore.
was. Okay? I used to be a baby.
Dude, I watched
Yeah.
a bunch of slow-mo guy videos the other day, and
Aw.
it was
Icky.
dude. In comes Kent, Ick Monster. That's Kent's new name is Ick Monster to us.
It's not a very nice name.
Pretty offensive to Kent. It's more just what
No,
he's
he was
asking.
laughing about it when I came
just
in.
what he's
I
asking
compared him to. Have you ever seen Fern Gully?
Yeah.
And you know,
Like the ooze thing?
yeah, you know the ooze monster, the Tim Curry ooze monster, and when the face comes out of it and goes delicious like that, right? I equate that to Kent coming in and going. Awu. To film Awu and like, you know, telling us
it
about
was so
sponsors.
funny. He came in yesterday near the end of the day and was like, so, can you guys do AU today? And whoever was in the room was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. And he's like, oh, okay, we got to do it tomorrow morning. Because usually we shoot it on Thursday. And he's like, okay, we'll do it tomorrow morning. So then he comes in this morning and just sets up the camera. And he's setting it up and I go, is that for AU? And he's like, yup. And I just go, ick, icky. Or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you went on about the whole ick monster, and whatever. And then Jeff comes in after that, and Kent comes back, and I don't know, or maybe he's like, I think Jeff's like, oh, what's the camera there for? I'm like, oh, we gotta do Abu, and he goes, gross. And I was like, that's what we were saying.
And then like I was talking to Kent later, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta make sure we go do a thing where we like go get more beer, like some Voodoo Ranger beer and stuff like that. We gotta make sure we go get more."
He goes
stuff
and
like
just
that.
picks it up.
And I just like looked at him, and he just goes, "Voodoo." Yeah, and I was like, "You got it. You're on it."
He's owning the ink monster.
But so I was watching some guy videos, and I saw one where you were like, I think you were revisiting it, but you were launching paint off of a speaker, and you had like some crazy ass camera that took like the megapixel
It was
photos.
the
And,
100 megapixel Hasselblad.
oh my god! Like, yeah, you were taking the photos like you take the photo.
Yeah, it's like a medium format camera. Things takes
Dude,
massive
it was
pictures.
awesome. Like, cause you do the shots where you like zoom in on the photos after it and show like the high detail of it. It was fucking cool.
Yeah, if you take a picture of someone's face, like fill the frame with their face, you can zoom like into the pores on their head. It's kind of gross, actually.
That's an
Ew,
ugly.
yeah, it's not-
That is an ugly photo of a lot of people, I'm sure.
Didn't I take a picture of you with it? I mean, I took it into the
I'm
office.
not taking it back. I would look hideous in that sort of resolution.
Oh, no.
See,
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
kept to like,
way too
you
HD.
get me in 1080 on these or something, 4K if we're lucky.
Yeah, I feel like I would love a camera like that, but I think that's like a 40 grand camera. And they just lent it to me for a week.
See, and like I'm probably gonna pick up one of those 360 cameras that you have. And,
I love those.
And the waterproof case. Yeah, there's
It's got a collage.
photos
It's a,
starting
it's
the
a
video.
wall of thumbnails of him just staring into the camera. God,
It's
damn.
so like it's such a series of dad photos. Like
It
if there was
really
ever a
is.
description of
It
that.
really.
I mean, it's almost too embarrassing to send to broadcast.
It's really fucking funny.
You can
Do you think that is the least impressive thing anyone ever did with that camera? Like if Insta360 like took all the footage ever shot on their devices, that would probably be pretty low ranking.
I have a picture of my parents exactly like that. I'm gonna try to find
Who do I
that.
send it to, Eric? So I send it to you?
But I'm gonna probably pick up one of those 360 cameras in the waterproof case because I think in like 2 months or so, Kat and we're going diving with whale sharks, which are like those 40-foot brown sharks
Oh,
with
yeah.
white spots. Like to have a 360, that would be
Do they
fucking
eat
awesome.
people?
They do not eat people.
It's just nice to
they
not
eat like plankton and krill and
Okay.
It's nice to not
That's
worry
good.
about anything while you're filming. Like to me, it's even with a GoPro, you have to make sure it's aimed in the right place and make sure it's going.
Dude.
360, you literally just have it on you and just film it later. You just film it.
diving with a
after the
GoPro,
fact.
because I've gone diving twice now with my GoPro. I brought a full setup with like, it's the Hero Black 6 or something like that. Put that in a case, and then I've got the extendable selfie stick type thing. And then the waterproof case, and there's a whole series of filters that you put on the outside of red filters. Because the deeper you dive, it loses the color red, so you're adding the red back in based on how deep into the
interesting.
water you are. So like I'm adding in red and like trying to get that right, but you got to make sure it adjusts to the right thing before you put the red on, otherwise it won't be the right thing. It was
Did you just open it and start drinking it?
yeah, it was like sitting right there.
Son of a bitch.
What?
It
What's
was
wrong?
for him.
Brought it to drink it.
Oh, I thought that box was full.
The box is empty. I think
Oh,
it's just like a
well,
box. I brought that one over and I'm like, where'd my beer go?
If I had known, that, that's on par with Trevor eating your beef jerky that one time.
That was funny too. This is the same spot. This is the group spot.
Uh-oh.
Is everyone behaving?
Why are you sneaking on like that?
I walked up. It was like Dad coming into the sleepover. Everyone got
What?
super, super quiet. When
You're gonna start grounding people.
Nothing at all. Why?
No,
No, we can't do that yet. It's not late enough yet.
Matt, we didn't get the money yet.
Fuck off now.
We're being good. We're being good. No!
No.
It's over.
You know what? Matt Hullum just gave us the afternoon off.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ooh,
What'd I miss?
It's power moves, that guy.
what's that one? Juicy Haze?
Jeremy drank
I
Michael's
believe this
beer.
is Juicy Haze,
Yeah.
yeah.
God, hey.
Now that's
is that
that's
the dangerous
Juicifer.
one?
No, that's the IPA.
Oh.
Dangerous. It's like 9%
Well,
is what you're
the
referring to.
Imperial
dangerous.
The
IPA
beer
is
isn't
9%.
dangerous.
Meaning I'll drink it and I'll get drunk.
You and Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll drink one.
We had like one each and we're both like.
They had a conversation back and forth.
We're
Like, are you
actually-
drunk? And they're like, I'm drunk. Yeah, it was over Slack. They were like
We're
telling
actually
each other.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I was in a Satisfactory video. I was like, I got
Dude.
slight
I'm
feeling.
gonna-
Check out his plape shirt.
Look what you've done to the chat
Plape shirt,
now.
pretty cool.
Plape shirt, pretty cool. It's our second plape shirt.
Go to the store right now and buy that plape shirt.
There's
and,
a whole bunch of stuff.
Maybe,
Oh, dude.
maybe buy some Jeff stuff while you're at it.
Pick up a battle buddies
Summer
if it's there.
Summer Bummer started
It is.
today.
We got
This is the best thing we've ever made.
That's
Tower
one of
of
the greatest products
Tower
ever
pin,
created.
Spoon ball. It's a 5-pack. 1 black ball, 4 gold balls. Just like your very own Tower of Pims. Matt's desk not provided.
No.
So you won't be able to
You gotta
smash
make
his
your
desk.
own.
You'll have to make your own.
Should we sell
mat.
miniature mat
Miniature?
desks?
Yeah,
with all the
dude.
gubs?
Yeah, and it could be like
It'd
a
be
table
hit.
You
Yeah.
couldn't make
And
that many gubs.
tiny movables,
Yeah.
and you got like flick 'em at
Yeah,
Matt
flick-
shit. Be
yeah.
a great little
I've been
desktop.
crushing
It's cool as
Matt's
shit,
desk
and also
recently
the
with
packaging is awesome.
balloon balls.
Yeah.
So
Matt.
Trying to get like a.
we talked about it earlier. RTX is next week, so we started working on AH Live yesterday,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
Most
that's
of
pretty-
it.
pretty-
That's
what
pretty
we're
soon
doing.
for us.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
yeah, we know what we're doing. We got it, but we've got some. If you're, I don't know if you're
Winging
gonna be
it
there.
is most of it.
Winging, well, loose winging.
Yeah, get that lower third out of here. And
I don't know if you guys are going. If you're going to AH
Yeah, I'm
Live
going.
next week.
I'm gonna go.
I was talking to the audience.
Oh.
But, if you are there, expect a lot of like fan service. We're gonna do a lot of like fan service-y type
Not the
things today.
podcast.
oh yeah.
Oh right, that used to be a podcast.
Yeah, not that.
Here's the
That's
thing.
best audience
They
to do
won't be
some
there.
fan service for, though. I mean, that's the most dedicated audience we
It
have.
really is. I mean, it's how many people? Do we know how many are in that theater?
Over 100.
Some dickhead in the chat said I have the ears of a fatter man. Are you trying to say I have big ears? No shit. 44 years old. I've been dealing with it for a long time.
specific insult I've ever heard.
The ears of a fatter man.
He's saying you're thinner than you should be.
Oh, I should eat up. Yeah.
It's a compliment.
I gotta,
Jeff,
I gotta grow into my
You took your
ears.
shirt off
this guy
today.
fucking popped the shirt off today in Awu. He's skin and bones.
Yeah, he is.
Oh
Damn.
Wasting away. Losing
Trying.
all that weight.
Trying to- trying to
Stop,
sweat.
stop trying. You're good.
yeah. Oh, there's the.
I love that. I love that.
Like the glasses coming up and
I'm gonna
everything.
get it framed.
That is so funny. That is the funniest fucking thing. Love you guys. Look at that.
Oh man.
I love it. It's, oh my god.
The caption there for every picture is it on?
Yeah.
And that's great because each one is like a really high res 360 picture.
Oh,
You
it looks great.
can blow them up real good.
It's funny how like Emily tries to fix it, then Jeff, then you know what
I
happened.
just
It's
Go back and
like-
forth. Yeah,
I
you do
just
that.
hope.
You do that.
I just hope she's okay with me sharing that photo.
No, it's already happened.
This bottom middle is my favorite.
Yeah, that one's great.
I like the bottom left. Jeff's got the glasses on going, huh?
The top middle is
Then you
great.
guys are like, wait, let's look at it together.
Exact same thing.
That's my favorite.
That one looks like you're making fun of someone.
My
who doesn't
God,
have to look.
dude. My God. You're 1,000. Are you telling Emily now?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell.
By the way,
We should get top middle for the office.
holy
I think.
crap, that's so funny, dude.
That should be your
Jeff's reaching in. Emily's looking at it. Jeff's like, let me push the button. The bottom right. His hand's good. He's like, I got it. I got it. And I know what I'm doing. The first 8 were just a mistake.
And for someone who has used the camera successfully, you just tap video and then you hit go. You're like,
So I learned how to use it when we were in California. It's super easy.
yeah, really, really, easy.
Really simple.
Just flick the video.
Yeah.
Just like a GoPro.
Yeah.
So, okay, this.
We don't have to keep it up. It's super embarrassing. We can remove that now.
So when you get the footage off of the thing, you
Yeah.
record. It does the whole 360 garbo. It eliminates the stick and all that. Then, like, does it need a specific program to edit?
Yeah, the app. The way I did. So I filmed that thing at Let's Play AH Live in what was that, Melbourne?
It was either Melbourne or Perth.
Perth? I think it might have been Perth.
It was Perth. Perth was the last night.
Right, because
Yeah.
I wasn't on the stage.
That was where they
I was lost
Yeah, I
somewhere in the
couldn't find it,
audience.
yeah. So then after that, I was just kind of playing it back and like swinging the angle around. But then on the plane to the Haunter shoot in Melbourne, I like edited it properly with like keyframes and like you position the camera here and then set a keyframe over here and it'll like do a pan and then zoom out.
so
It's
cool.
just all done in the app and then you just export it. I was like, huh.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I just did it on my phone on the plane.
Yeah, I gotta pick one up. I gotta do that. Hey, what's up, Jack?
Hi guys.
What's up there, Sinus?
Yeah.
He took his thing off.
How much to punch you in the nose right now?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I literally, just the thought of that, my body just went like, eh. I felt like my stomach go.
It was
Put
terrible.
top.
It was terrible. It'd be horrible. I wouldn't do it. I'm just wondering how much.
My lord.
Yeah, too much love for him.
So much.
Talking about Age Live in Australia.
Yeah,
I was
we
just
are.
saying we just started planning it.
What's we playing in Australia?
No, he's talking
Oh,
about
I'm sorry about
Live
Austin,
next
sorry.
week.
Oh no, it's I literally just sent in the final run of show. It's done.
Oh yeah, Steve,
Yeah, he was reading it when we left to go do the
On
podcast.
top of it.
To me, it's
So it's
crazy.
done.
'Cause I've never seen anything. I don't know what AH Live is. I don't know what.
Well, you're in
happening.
it.
I know, but so
gonna
that's
blast
crazy
you
to
to
me.
bits.
How like the week before, it's like, oh, we have this really big event. This is what's gonna happen, and I'm
I
like,
haven't even started my
I
stand-up
don't
routine.
even.
That's
I don't
actually-
even know.
Yeah, don't
Did
worry
we
about
forget
it,
to
though.
tell you that we do giant
worry
live
about it.
events on stage?
But it's just
I
like The
didn't know.
Office when we're like, what are we doing? I don't know, let's do it.
Yeah, but you
Just do
also
that
haven't
on
done an
stage.
RTX yet.
I've
right?
not done an RTA.
Yeah,
I've
this
never
is
done
gonna be a
anything.
different.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
a good time.
Your
It's-
first introduction to like the public is gonna be the sold out movie
Well-
theater.
Like, prepare to not
Well-
be able to go anywhere. Is the thing with RTX.
Also,
It's
you're
the same thing with
100%
Alfredo.
gonna- You're 100% going to lose your voice.
Who's your favorite musician of all time? Do you have one?
No.
Who can you name a few that you like?
Is
I
it
like-
Phil Collins?
No, Phil Collins. No.
What was that?
I'm with you, but
We
let's
need
get
to jump
through this.
ship on this
Bad move
conversation
on
now.
that one.
I don't know.
Both my knees.
I watch DJs. I like DJs.
That guy, that the DJ you like, he played at ACL Live in the same place you're gonna
That guy
play.
that you like, whoever he
The
is.
DJ,
All that
okay.
guy or that lady or that group you like,
BTS.
they've all
Oh
played
well, I used to be obsessed
Oh,
with them.
shit.
at the
Yeah.
ACL Live.
Well, I'm 20. I'm turning 23.
Old as hell.
Yeah.
That's right, you're a Cancer, aren't you? I saw on Twitter you were.
Yeah, I have. I'm.
She's also a Hufflepuff, Jeff, like you and me.
Whoa!
That's true.
Whoa.
He's got a thing against cancer, so it's
Why?
not you. It's him.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Chef doesn't like that he's
don't-
Hufflepuff.
What
Don't
is-
get him
You don't
started.
like that you're
Oh, he hates it.
Hufflepuff?
He
Oh no,
hates
I
that.
can't. It's
And
bullshit.
he also despises people who aren't Gemini.
I don't care if you're not a Gemini. I don't.
He hates cancers.
I'm not crazy about cancers.
Well, I always knew you hated me.
Oh!
This is. This is
I'm the
public.
nicest one here to you.
This is public.
Like, cut to that wide shot. Like Fiona was shrinking down. Like it's like she was getting so not like the wide shot, the other wide shot. There you go.
I have a short torso.
You keep like
She
leaning
said
over
that.
the table.
I've said this many
She said that
times.
And
before.
I
I'm
will
really
look
convinced
like
that this
short.
chair is something's weird. with it.
short
Nothing's
torso?
wrong with the
I have a
chair.
short
It feels so
torso.
much softer and cushier.
It's
than
probably
normal.
just
But I'm
blown out.
like as tall, maybe taller than you.
Anyway,
I'm taller than
Team
you.
Hunter Live is
No,
gonna be
I'm the
awesome.
same.
No, I think Gavin might have an inch on you.
No, there's no way.
Gavin's
Think-
a little
well, how tall
taller.
are
I think he does.
There's no way.
How tall are you?
I mean,
Oh,
there
I
is a
don't
way.
know.
The fact that
I don't know. I say 5'9", and then sometimes like I guess 5'10". I don't know.
he's at least 5'10".
Yes.
you did it.
He's like taller than me. I'm 5'9".
Good job. Good job.
5'10".
Anyway,
Is that the clapping
damn,
for
dude.
Mario?
How you feeling, Jack?
that
You
was
doing
it.
okay?
I feel like shit, so I'm going home.
Aren't you gonna-
Feels weird.
Yeah, no, I don't.
touching it.
I didn't like it any more than you did.
I'm gonna go home and get some rest.
I can't believe it's just that I don't want to be mean to my first ex-wife, but she was a Cancer and she's a very mean lady.
What are your thoughts on Capricorns?
I had no problem with anybody other than
Not.
Cancer.
But Geminis.
Dude, she's almost a Leo.
I really
Leos are
am.
good. I like Leos.
I'm like on.
Are you cusp?
Yeah,
You
like I'm
cusper?
on.
I'm pretty
Break.
cuspy.
I'm
Leo
pretty
line.
cuspy as
I'm
well.
Gemini cusp.
And I'm on a Cancer cusp, so it's like a self-hating thing
Oh,
too.
that explains
I
it.
think I'm a
It's like a
Taurus.
Jewish Nazi, you know?
Is that what it's
You
like?
what the what?
On that note,
The what?
Bye, Jack.
bye,
Like a
everyone.
self-hating, like I'm part Capricorn
Yeah, no,
and
I
I
get
hate
it.
that part of myself.
Do you
Rest
think
up.
it's the cusp cancer in you that keeps shitting your pants?
I would assume
that's
so.
what it
You
is.
shit your pants often?
No. What are
It's
you
a big
talking
Cancer
about?
thing. Cancers are
Really?
big on
That's
shitting their
crazy, 'cause
pants.
I've never
Are we
shit my
pretty
pants.
off topic?
What do you mean never shit your pants? Never
No,
shit your pants.
well maybe
Crazy
when I
man?
was
I might actually
a
be
baby,
somewhat
but I've never shit
sane,
my pants
so.
before.
You never had like a bad
No,
cut heel.
no.
Jack.
I'm gonna go drive into a tree.
My
right, Jackson,
my
you're driving to a tree.
sphincter works fine.
My sphincter works fine also, but sometimes it
It works a little
malfunctions.
better than fine.
Yeah, I've had a squirt. Like
A squirt.
now and
Well,
again.
Libras. Don't get me started. My daughter's a Libra. Libras are the best next to Geminis. Because Millie's perfect.
What's Gemini?
I just looked at it. It's May
I think
21st.
May 21st to June
Dude,
21st.
It
Yeah.
makes sense. Iris, Gemini.
Iris is a Gemini.
24th.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's I think you were. That's why you accepted
We're growing in
the
numbers.
Godfather.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
mean,
like,
yeah.
what is she? All right, yes.
Well, it's like every time you tell me your birthday, I'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, anytime Jeff hears that my birthday is at the end of July, he goes, "Wait, what are you?" Okay.
Well, yeah, because your birthday's like 2 days after mine, right, or something. But it's
22nd is the last Cancer, I believe. The 22nd.
The last Cancer.
The last Cancer.
You're fine.
I'm the 24th. Didn't give a shit or know anyone that gave a shit until I met Jeff.
Jack was
Then
not
it became a
hugging
huge
Pillow
thing.
Jeremy. It was Pillow Jeff.
Yeah, that was Jeff. Let's calm
just
down. He
feel
wouldn't
bad
touch
now.
Pillow Jeremy.
Yeah, this is Pillow
I
Jeremy.
feel bad.
And Pillow
Why?
Tim.
What?
People just don't like cancer.
This
Well,
is
just this
on,
guy.
this
Just me. I think
a
everybody likes
dream of
cancers.
mine too.
No.
Hey, you know what I do like though? MeUndies underwear. I'll talk about it now.
MeUndies!
I'm wearing them right now. They're super comfy. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Me Undies.
Ew.
Can you think of anything that stays in your body for 90% of the day? How about your underwear? It better. You probably spend about 90% of your life in underwear. So don't you think you owe it to yourself to make sure you're wearing the softest undies in town? That's why I wear MeUndies. MeUndies uses the coveted micromodal fabric, which is a full 3 times softer than cotton. Not only will you feel like your loins are being hugged by joy itself, but MeUndies gives you multiple style options for both men and women. I think everybody in the office loves MeUndies, especially Jack. He's like a MeUndies.
Yeah,
he
he
gets
is.
upset when
Loves
he
those
doesn't
things.
get brought MeUndies, and he just assumes someone's taking them. He's just like, "Where's Trevor? I know he's taking the MeUndies."
Where's the underwear
Yeah,
fairy?
it's like, calm down, Jack. You're gonna get your undies. I don't even want to think about him wearing undies, but now that's all I'm thinking about. Men can now try the new boxer brief with fly. Jack's also huge about that. He's huge about the fly. He's like, you need it, you gotta have it. Now they got it. Catering to Jack's preference. Which
gate,
is the
baby.
same great cut as boxer brief, but now with an added option for guys who prefer to go through the gate versus over the fence.
Yep.
MeUndies is also the go-to for the softest loungewear on the planet. MeUndies has a great offer for our viewers and listeners. For any first-time purchasers, when you buy any MeUndies, you get 15% off and free shipping. To get your 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/off-topic. That's MeUndies.com/off-topic. MeUndies, wear them. They're nice. Also, they're full pajama onesies. Amazingly soft.
Very comfortable.
I wish I lived in a colder place where I could wear it more often. If I was still in New Jersey, I'd be living in that thing. It's very warm here.
That's fair.
But they are soft as hell.
I like soft things.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I was gonna say we did a. I assumed
Soft is nice.
you were done with them.
Oh, dude. Done.
We did a test for a new show yesterday. Me, Fiona, Trevor, Alfredo. Well, all right.
Does it involve that?
Well, I wasn't gonna go that far with it.
Why was the bag here?
I have no idea.
Did she bring that?
Where did that come from?
I was
Now, what-
gifted.
now, if you're-
I was gifted.
If you're
Show
an
announcement.
audio listener, what Fiona has put on the table is a bunch of
I
crap.
think Fiona's greenlit the show by the looks of it.
No, but I just,
We were doing a format test for something that may or may not ever come out yesterday. I wasn't gonna go into the details of it, but we did a.
I played D&D
When
for
you
the
do-
first time.
When you do format, so you keep double down. Okay. When you
That's what D&D stands for.
Let me talk to you about
First
chump.
Let me tell you why Jeff hates cancer. To be fair, though, you're about 15 tests into that show, okay? You've tested a whole goddamn season. Make the fucking show already.
so we tested a show yesterday.
We don't know what it is.
I'm not gonna say what it is, or even what it's about. I'm just gonna say that we have to put fake ad reads in so we can test pacing and stuff and how they flow in.
Do you want to talk about the other show that we did that? Do we just tell them what that is? So Jeff and I...
We did. Michael and I tested a show format earlier this week. Just the two of us. It was a great show, the Jeff and Michael show.
It's named TBD.
And fucking shit. And I don't know that it'll ever come out. Certainly not that test. The whole point I was gonna say is that we used fake ad reads. And then we just kind of have fun with them because we're testing like how to integrate them into the product. And we used MeUndies, and we did a lot of really funny MeUndies. Like it was really funny to riff on MeUndies while role playing with other stuff. Anything else you want to announce?
I was just really
I've done this
proud.
before. It's fine.
I'm just really proud of my new dice because I've never played, and I got gifted some
this getting
die.
It might.
Maybe for the public.
I mean, it's too late
Every
now.
single episode, it's not. Every single episode they go, anything to cut? And I go, no.
No?
This time. Yeah.
Who knows?
Nah.
Did you actually cut to black at one point there?
Eric's getting riled up. See what happens when you stay, Eric? You see the show?
Yeah, it scares me. And it makes
It's
me
off
feel
the rails.
Scares
You wanna,
me too.
yeah, you want to get Marilyn?
So, Michael, you want to talk about the show you and I tested this week?
Yeah, it was good.
No.
Get some quality Jeff time.
I had some quality Michael time. Just you and I doing some stuff together.
riffing. Yep.
Doing some
Well,
things.
let's see, and then
Do you not
a
get
lot of
enough
things are being tested all the
Time
time.
of each other? normally?
Jeff, no.
We never barely ever see each other.
No,
I see
and
more
then,
I
and
see
then
you,
if I
but-
do, it's like degraded amongst the other losers.
Yeah, it's
I don't get any
distilled.
like Jeff
Oh,
time.
it's like diluted by
Dude, back in the day, there's like 5, 6 of us in the office, and then if like 3 people went to lunch, it was like prime, just like hang out. And now there's like motherfuckers everywhere taking my
I feel like
Jeff time.
At some point, we stopped going to lunch.
Yeah. It
used to go to
happen.
lunch every day.
Dude, I walked in earlier this week. Jeff was sitting at his desk listening to Stern. And I went, whoa, that's a throwback. And he's like, I listen to him all the time still. I'm like, not in the office, though. That was every single
I just
day.
usually finish it. I'm usually done before you get in.
I mean, it was every
I
single
do it all the time, sitting in the
day.
dark when I walk in.
I have my morning routine is
We
get to
turn it
work.
off when we get there.
Get to work before anybody else except for maybe Jeremy.
Well, you go in the car.
Leave
as
the
well.
lights off.
Listen to it in the car. Too,
Yeah,
right?
and then if it's interesting in the car, now that I have a commute, I don't live right by work anymore. I'll just turn it on and listen while I'm in the dark playing Jim's Award.
Jeff
until
would-
somebody comes in and turns the lights on. Usually when the lights go on, I turn it off.
Jeff would run in sometimes like, oh, it's a really good bit right now. And he'd like run into his computer to like continue what he was listening to in the car.
Emily posted an Instagram story the other day. I was listening to a phony phone call on the Howard Stern show, and it was so funny. I was driving. I couldn't
You
drive.
just shitting your pants.
I could have. I had to stop my car, but I was laughing so hard, I just stopped in the middle of the street. Like a street because I couldn't move. I was laughing so hard. And I just had to like collect myself before I could. Cars were going around me, and I was just like stuck in the middle of the street because I was tearing up and
It's a
laughing.
dangerous
I
thing
was frozen
to
with
listen to.
comedy.
Howard Stern?
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern?
Yeah. I don't know how Howard Stern is. He's
Not
radio.
Not Gerald Stern.
It's like a very famous radio
Howard.
The king of all media.
King of media. Yeah. It's,
Well, he doesn't
Weird that
sound
you
like
would be from.
Have you
lived in
watched
New York your
America's
whole
Got
life and not
Talent?
know who Howard Stern is?
Have you ever watched
You
America's
watch
Got Talent?
Private Parts.
Oh, I know who he is.
There you go.
big.
I don't know
Anyway,
names.
It was a fucking phony phone call that was so goddamn funny. It broke me.
We used to
Like, it
listen a lot.
straight up broke me.
We used to listen to the werewolf one and the car starting the poop one. There's some, some really.
They did a phony. Richard Christie did a phony phone call one time where he called a mechanic shop and he's like, "Can you help me figure out my car? I'm trying to turn it over, it won't turn over. I can't tell what's wrong." And then he would play a car going rin rin rin, and then he would cut to him shitting in the toilet, and it would go like bloop, 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 bloop. Eric knows because he knows it.
Yeah, it'd be like,
And and it would just be shitting sounds, and they'd be like, "Sounds like your muffler."
yeah, the mechanic's like,
My
it sounds
God.
real bad. You need to bring that in.
Yeah, and he's
And
like,
then he's like, all right, let me try again. It's like a different car sound, a different shit. And he keeps playing like.
he's like, "I think you got problems with your alternator, buddy."
Oh my god.
This one was, I don't even remember what it was.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about Howard Stern.
Oh. Like longingly or?
I like the relationship you have with Howard.
It's really.
He's been my primary source of entertainment since 1995.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. What, that I'm 175 years
No,
old?
that I wasn't.
You
I
weren't
wasn't
alive
born.
then? Yeah. Well, I was in the Army in 1995,
Oh
listening
wow,
to Howard
really?
Stern. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Jeff, I was born.
Thanks, buddy.
So wait,
Yeah,
you
Jeremy
were
was
born
kicking.
after
I was
Friends
4.
You were,
started?
yeah, what,
When's-
90 what?
When did
One,
Friends
two?
start?
94.
Yeah.
Great, now that we know that.
Yeah.
But,
We don't
only
need to get
from
into
Texas.
it.
Gab, you're so stinky.
We
Who was
can-
the, who
we
was the
can
guy?
guess.
Was it Richard Christie who drank the beer with his anus?
Yeah.
You could tell.
They did
you
that
could tell
again.
the
They did
different
that again
beers.
not too long ago, actually.
You could tell that one of them was more nutty than the other with his asshole.
Ay, ay, ay. I wish I could remember what that funny phone call was. Do you remember, did you hear? Have you been listening to Stern this week, Eric? No. All right.
No,
thanks.
not this week.
How many
Thank you,
days does he do this?
Nah, he's been keeping me up to date on WWE stuff.
3 days a week. He
Really?
says Monday through Wednesday. It's fucking bullshit.
Is Robin on it still?
Everybody's still on it.
I thought she was real sick.
She had stage 3 cancer for like 2 years.
He doesn't, and he doesn't like cancers.
Oh.
Who the hell does?
I'm just bringing it back.
He just brings it back.
Hey.
Let me tell you about a new
Makes me feel
show.
worse.
So Michael and I tested this show earlier this week.
Oh, really? The extra life donation?
Oh my god! You can tell by broadcast freaking out that Michael and I tested a broadcast show.
The broadcast show.
What was it about?
I want it
Nothing.
to get made. I don't want people to like. You know, it's in the early stages.
How would this not get it made?
No, because then people start attaching expectations and things to it.
Don't
So
have
you
expectations. It's gonna be awful. Boom! I just saved you.
All right, we won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. We won't be. Don't be a Fiona.
Okay, well, you're doing it.
Okay.
I'm telling to myself.
I didn't talk about anything. I put some dice
I
on
mean,
the
holy
ground.
shit! You
I
The
put
table,
some
not the
dice
ground.
on the
a bunch of
table.
There it
fucking
is.
dice. That's only
Because
one
I'm
game.
proud of it.
This could
proud
what
of
could
it.
it be?
I'm
knows?
proud
And then she
of
said,
I've
"That's
got
like
a
saying,
four-sided die.
Red lights! Someone's gonna die!
It's like saying I played a board game and then you dump all of the mechanics of Mousetrap onto the table without the board. It's kind of.
But we're not gonna tell you what.
Fiona, you can shove him.
I don't want it. He's a nice
Yeah.
person.
No, he's not.
thanks,
He's
Fiona.
the worst one in the office.
I'm not even gonna shove him today.
Well, that's the only reason he agreed to be on the podcast is if you
true.
wouldn't shove it.
I did say that during the Mario stream. He didn't want to be
It's
shoved
Lindsay.
today.
Just wanted beer.
Oh, get it.
Okay.
Juicy hay.
Get that B.
Okay, cool.
Lindsay, I'm getting fired.
Oh my god, do it. Yes.
Food on your face. Oh, my lunch?
Is that glass? Yeah.
Look at that skull.
No.
Lindsay.
It's a skull.
Yes.
Get the tea.
Yes. So.
I have children now, Gavin.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my god, the amount you'll pee after that.
Dude, I already have to pee right now.
Me too.
What's wrong, Jeff?
No, it's not like waving it in front of him.
What? No, I was showing the
Yeah,
skull.
but it was like holding it in front of his face. You're gonna get shoved. Look at the skull.
I'm gonna get shoved?
Why
Did
are
we
you shoving people?
do we do anything with that video that Trevor took where it was like a few days ago?
Okay.
You and I were.
Let me get into this with you. So Gav does this thing, because, I get shovey with Gav.
And the way to be unshovable, in my opinion, and in the
Unshovable.
opinion of physics,
It's wrong, but
get
it,
low
it
center of
tickles
gravity.
me, so I start laughing and
I
usually
feel
don't
like
shove.
if I'm like this, very shovable. If I'm like this, it's like you can't shove me as
You
good.
can.
How low can you go?
Can you go down?
Very low, we learned. So Gav will do this thing. It's when I'm kind of coming at him, and he'll lower his arms. Go back though. It's no arms. He just like
Like a Naruto.
yeah, exactly. And he just gets really low to the ground. And so usually my response there is to then also get low and try to shove him. So Gavin and I were just like pushing into each other's shoulders next to the floor.
With our arms.
With our arms behind us, and Trevor's like, all right, hang on. And he stood up and walked by us and like took out his phone, like turned the lights on. He's like, I gotta film this. But I mean, the moment had passed, but he started filming it. We did another shove contest
Yeah,
in which I thought I slammed your head into the ground very hard. It felt like I didn't mean to.
to me, it's just very similar to sort of males in the animal kingdom, fighting.
Like a
with
gorilla
female.
beating its chest type
Doing a
thing.
performance like flair, a bit
Yeah.
of like dominance. Just a little bit of that.
Trying to like intimidate the other one.
We should put that out on Twitter or something.
Yeah, we can put it out.
Speaking of getting low to the ground, did you guys see the GIF on Reddit today of the cricket team that had to stop playing because of the swarm of bees that hit the field, and they all had to lay on the ground and get as flat as possible?
I feel like I've seen that before.
It's really funny.
Awesome. Speaking about content-wise, too, last thing before I fuck off my beer.
Yeah.
So, because you don't know who Howard Stern is or Phil Collins, and I still love you because of that.
Who's Phil Collins? Let me look at the face.
Good.
Oh,
It'll be okay.
So here's my idea. So I thought, why don't we have a massive trivia thing at Achievement Hunter where we take trivia from each decade of someone's like upbringing? So obviously Fiona's gonna nail
Last week?
2000s. Last week, yeah, pretty good. Just
SpongeBob.
gonna know 80s trivia, probably early 90s.
You guys want to do a
90s.
SpongeBob trivia? Let me.
see who wins.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's SpongeBob.
I had a kid.
Stepping on.
I was just shitloads.
I was a kid.
Stepping on the
K-pop
bike.
SpongeBob.
Bye.
And the thing is, though,
Here's
here's the people talking the bees.
He's loving it though. Look at him. He's like,
What
I
the
love
hell's
bees.
happening?
It's
A swarm of bees hit the field.
It
so they're
looks
all
a
laying
bit
down.
like a mass
Why?
shooting at
Oh,
first, but
yeah,
then you
we-
realize
Yeah, I haven't
What is
seen this.
this?
I
They're
feel like
dodging
You
bees.
realize it's not America.
It's a football game.
it's fucking funny.
Okay, when did this happen?
That's what I saw today.
that looks recent actually.
It looks recent, yeah.
I think the one I saw was for lightning.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No, the lightning one's brutal. Where the lightning? Are you talking about when it hits the field and everyone drops?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because it's like a wet field, so the lightning hits the field and everyone just gets like
Yeah, they just get buzzed by it.
everyone
They're
gets
just like,
buzzed
"Oh,
by it and it all
buzz."
fall. It's like there's a flash and then everyone's just on the ground. It's nuts.
Apparently, the worst thing you can do when there's lightning is to have your legs spread. apart.
Why?
If you stood up.
I only walk that way.
What?
so-
Because your dick becomes a lightning rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, if the gap is short between your legs to jump between them, it's less impact on you. If you like spread apart, it has to.
How far could the
Why
gap
in
be
the
on me,
world-
anyways?
Why would the world would your legs be spread right when a thunder?
You're doing the
lightning
splits in a
bolt?
thunderstorm. It
Yeah, if
happens.
you're just taking big strides.
What? Okay.
I don't know.
You guys are
just
weird. You guys are
physics.
just
It's just
weird.
lightning. It's
I don't
not weird.
know. I don't know.
It's nature.
It makes no sense.
How close have you been to lightning? Have you been like, because you like filmed the whole thing with lightning at one point,
Yeah.
and like, but I mean, were you like
He
right
was on
there?
the
Were you
ground
right
and
near
his
it?
legs
I've
were
been
apart.
closer recently. There was lightning in Austin the other day, and I was out with Dan, and it like hit the road in front of us.
Oh, that's so nuts.
Got it on camera actually, because it was like right by my security camera.
That's so
Blew out the
cool.
whole thing.
Lightning is awesome.
I one time saw lightning hit right next to my car, and all of my friends get electrocuted, and the guy that I was paying to.
Is that when,
Oh, is there an
is that
animated
when he
adventure
just
about
reached
that?
into your
Yeah.
wallet and took all the money out and left?
Wait,
Watch the guy
what?
clutch his arm and go, oh.
You should watch the animated adventure. It's a good time.
It's a long story, but yeah.
You should take like a night and just watch all the animated adventures.
Just have this schmuck do it, because he's like a super fan. He'll be like, watch this video and this one and this one. He'll tell you all of
I
them.
mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy's like, I got the playlist already.
Type it in and watch it. I mean, I still do that. Like,
Yeah, you're a freak.
like right now,
Doesn't make any sense.
it usually it's a
You know how many
treadmill
Slow Mo guys
thing.
I've ever seen? None. Hate it.
It's like a treadmill thing where I'll put on
I don't tell them.
like a best of achievement
I
or something.
I watch a lot of Slow-Mo guys, but I don't talk about it.
I'm back on
Why would you?
Futurama now.
I could tell by the bender that was on the board.
Yes,
I
I'm
just
back
saw
on
Bender and I go,
I'm watching through
"Futurama?"
Futurama again. That's my treadmill show. Then
show.
I bought pretty much all of MythBusters,
Hell yeah.
and I'm back on MythBusters for
Does
treadmill.
busting make you feel good?
Yeah, dude, I love busting. But like, I watched all. I did all of Dirty Jobs.
Said that
I
right.
watched all of Dirty Jobs
Dude,
again. 'cause
okay,
I love Mike
I don't give
Rowe.
a shit really about dirty jobs. I don't care about most of the jobs, but I could listen to that dude talk.
Mike Rowe
forever.
is
Whatever
awesome.
happened
He's
to
like
that dude?
he's like the most down to earth regular guy who's also a fucking genius.
Yeah. Well, so Mike Rowe, first off, was
He sells cars.
He's
That's
very
what he does.
he's smart. He
Was it- what,
he was an
like
opera
Ford
singer
commercials
for
or something?
a long time. Then he did commercials for Ford. He was doing that
opera
during
singer.
Dirty Jobs. Yeah, he was an opera singer. He did commercials for Ford during Dirty Jobs, and now he's like a real spokesperson, like politically wise, for people like kind of
I know
lower
he does
income.
like
an
speaking,
advocate.
he does
Yeah.
speaking engagements.
Isn't he
and
pretty
stuff, too.
right wing?
Yeah, he's kind of right wing, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't mind people being right wing.
It takes guts to do that in that
you go
industry
pee.
because I feel like
As long as
everyone's
they're
so
level-headed, I don't
Like
think there's
Tim
anything
Allen
wrong with
is
it.
just like on his own kind of right now.
I don't know him much about him, but he does come across as a really like level-headed, likable guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, like, I think too
I know
many
that-
people associate being right wing with not being likable, and I don't
'Cause
think
his-
that that's necessarily
His
the case.
show moved to CNN for a while, and then while it was on CNN, I remember they contacted Griffin because they wanted to like see about doing an episode about chainsaw carving or whatever, and then it never happened, and then I never saw his show again. I don't know if
Yeah.
maybe it got canceled.
I
or
would,
what, but-
I would love to and you know, Mike Rowe's one of those guys that I grew up watching him. I love him, and it's like,
Oh, he does
and then I
commentating
think
for
about-
Fox News. Okay.
No, I mean, again,
Whatever.
He's he's a level-headed guy, but again, it's like he's one of those people that I love so much that I'm like, oh, I would love to like do something with them, you know, some kind of video or whatever. And then I'm like, what would we do with Mike Rowe? He's like not the kind of
Just
just
what about that
wouldn't
cleanup?
mesh.
Race him,
That
piss him
cleanup
off.
game.
Yeah, he's what?
What?
Although
Just
to be
wouldn't
fair,
mesh,
no,
you know?
to be fair though, if he was still doing dirty jobs, it'd be like it ain't dirty, but it's a job.
It's a job.
He would come in and be like, "All right, so you losers play video games. Interesting."
Yeah.
And then he'd put the effort in.
Yeah.
I remember forever ago. It's like over 5 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever. I saw it was like a YouTube video or something of Mike Rowe talking about something, and it was like a 45-minute video. And I was like, "Fuck that!" He was like doing a speaking engagement for college or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And for some reason, I clicked it. Maybe it was like the title or something. There was like one thing I wanted to hear, whatever. I'm like, I'll listen to 2 minutes of this, and then the video was over. I was like, holy
He
shit!
can just talk,
like,
dude. He's
I'm
good.
dumb. I'm dumb as hell, and I hate like smart people. And I listened to the whole thing, and then that's when I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. The fact that I watched this entire video that tells me he knows what's up.
Dude, I loved like that golden era of Discovery Channel with Mike Rowe, Adam Savage, Jamie
Dude,
Hyneman.
I remember the day. I feel like Mythbusters was already like 5 seasons in before I found it, and I got that excitement of like I watched the first episode. I was like,
I need to watch this whole
I've
thing.
got so many I can watch. I remember going to school and wanting to come home because I was like, I'm gonna watch like all of Mythbusters.
And like Tori
I
Gray and
love that
Carrie
show.
were great too. And, like it's just the whole show.
And
is
Savage has
amazing.
that Savage Builds. Is that a new show?
Adam Savage is still like. Does he have a new show?
I think he's got a new show. I'm not sure if it's on Discovery. I've just seen him post on Twitter.
Yeah, he's
I don't have
a
TV
great
anymore,
follow
so I
on
haven't-
Twitter.
yeah.
He's an excellent follow on Twitter because Adam Savage does a lot of like. If you like Master and Apprentice on Rooster Teeth, you'll like Adam Savage.
He's also a really nice, like, personable dude in person too. Like he's very approachable. Like Bernie and I did a thing with him years ago, Woodstock thing, and he was just I talked to him for like
I still
20
see that picture.
20 minutes, and he was just like the most normal, like easy to talk to guy.
It was definitely the biggest inspiration for the style of Slow Mo Guys. Just
Yeah.
sort of like
It is very
presenting it
Mythbusters
like here's
and-
what we'll do. Oh, that didn't work. Here's why it didn't work. Let's try this. Sort of.
That's like if that was a show that was still like I think they tried to restart Mythbusters and it didn't quite didn't
Well, they
quite work
just
out.
did everything. They just did so
They
much
did
stuff.
so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not on them. They just did their job.
Yeah,
and it was over.
and then I think they had a show where they were like, "Let's find the new MythBuster," and I don't think that really worked out. Like they tried to do that type of thing, but like
they just accidentally nailed it the first time.
if that was still going, I'd be shocked if they didn't like reach out to Slow Mo Guys, like, please film this for us. and
Well,
stuff
have you
like
ever worked
that.
with Tested?
No, I mean I've been on calls with them and stuff.
Yeah.
I've spoken to Adam on the phone. We just haven't
So
like
weird. So weird.
I met.
Because I shove you and stuff.
Yeah, and he deserves it. That keeps him grounded. He's like, I'm doing Adam Savage. Then he comes to work and he gets shoved. You know? You need that balance.
It's like the beat hole.
You need that balance.
His TED talk about like
Gavin's?
No, Adam Savage is about like collecting and obsession, and it's all about the Maltese Falcon. It's really interesting, really, really fascinating.
What happened to Jamie? Where's Jamie nowadays?
Just growing that beard.
Heine?
Being more walrus.
I don't think he ever really wanted to be on TV. I always
You
got
could
that
definitely tell
impression.
he was like the sort of the prop maker, film industry background kind of guy. Like
He did, like,
Jamie
everything.
Hyneman. I've met like 5 Jamie Hynemans who like own a prop house and stuff and like crafting stuff. They're all very, very focused on their work and like they need neatness and stuff.
There was a
I feel like I've seen that
montage one time of just Jamie Hyneman saying like, "Well, I learned this from my time as a whatever," and it was like 20 different things. It was like, you know, when
And
I was
they've
a
been
Navy
really,
SEAL.
they were really open about the fact that they didn't get on.
Yeah, I think they were. I wish more people could be more honest about that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like I appreciated that when it ended and they kind of talked about it, how they wouldn't work together again, probably, and like it's weird when you realize that, like, you know, and you and I have talked about this quite a bit, where you realize Steve Merchant and Ricky Gervais and Carl Pilkington had some sort of a falling out, obviously.
Yeah.
And they won't work together again, and they haven't worked together, and they don't reference or talk about each other anymore. And it's just a weird thing, you know? At least come out and say, like, we made all the stuff we were going to make together, or we wanted to strike out on our own, you know? It's kind of like...
And they're all very, I think it's because they're all very successful independently.
I think so. Well, it's kind of like Will Ferrell and Adam McKay, I think, are shutting down their Dirty Sanchez. What is it Dirty Sanchez? Is that what their production company's called?
Sure.
Made all those, like, Anchorman, all those Adam McKay, Will Ferrell movies. And they're dissolving it and moving on, and they're going to, like, Will Ferrell's going to go off and do his own projects, and Adam McKay's going to do his own projects. They're not going to work together anymore. But there's no animosity. It's just, they talked about it, like, Adam McKay's just like, I make serious movies now. You know, I make Oscar movies now. And
Jamie Hyneman equals James
I
May.
know who
Very
Mythbusters
close.
are.
There you go.
Yeah, I know that. I know who Adam
Who's
Savage
James
is.
May? Do you know James
No,
May?
I don't know who that
All
is.
right.
Speaking of TV shows,
That's fine. That's a British.
That's fine. That's a British thing.
and
That's
would
it.
appreciate. I ate at all the Vanderpump restaurants when I was in LA, and
Really?
I got a new dog collar from Vanderpump Dogs.
Wow.
Yep.
Vanderpump?
Wow.
Lisa Vanderpump is one of the original Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I'm sad I got into
She
this
quit.
conversation.
She's a restaurateur, her and her husband. She's owned 33 restaurants around the world. She has a very popular show called Vanderpump Rules that's a reality show following the slutty dumb people that work for her at a restaurant. It's fascinating.
pretty
All right, I'm
good.
back in. You got me.
Pretty good.
And it's just, I'm on season 7 right now, or 6,
So-
whatever it is.
Have you ever talked?
Pretty good.
Speaking of James May, have you ever talked to any of them? James May, Clarkson, or Hammond?
Yeah, because I've filmed on Top Gear.
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4 times, but I never met James May. I saw him because I went to a recording of Grand Tour.
What about Clarkson and Hammond?
Yeah, I spoke to them.
Did you really?
Clarkson was, I think, just not
Shove
having.
the shit
I'm
out
gonna
of him.
shove him extra hard.
Shove him out of the show.
You should have seen him when Ed from BNL came in the other day.
Oh, I gotta tell this
He was
story.
so mad.
I'm gonna tell this
Funny.
fucking story. So
Jeremy,
we're
we've all met
recording. We're recording Gmod, right? And we had the face cams on and everything, and like, so we're mid-recording. So I try to stay really focused on the video. You know,
Jeremy, shockingly, not paying attention to anything.
Well, no, I was because people walked in the room because my back is to the door. So people walked into the room and were standing behind me, and I'm still filming stuff like that. And I kind of look over my shoulder a little bit to see who's there, and I saw Bernie, and
You're
I'm like,
loser.
well, I
Ignored
wasn't
him.
like loser, but I'm like, I saw Bernie, and I could tell there were other people with him, and I'm like, all right, Bernie's giving a tour to people because we have people come by all the time, and he's like, this is Achievement Hunter, this is where they
At
do
least
stuff.
once a day, there's a tour that comes.
It
through
happens
from
all the
somewhere,
time.
yeah.
So I was
It
like,
just
all right,
happened now. That's why they were
Yeah,
here.
that's why Bernie and Matt were here. They were doing the
That's
tour.
why they were
right.
here.
And not only that, but I was
Yeah.
like, it's Bernie showing people around. They're showing them Achievement Hunter. Let me focus
I
on the
better
work.
work, or
Exactly.
else.
I was like, let me focus on the work here. So they're like, oh, look at these guys doing their video. So like, I'm doing the Gmod thing, whatever. We finished the video, stopped the recording, and I'm talking to Jack, and I think Jeff makes a reference to like 1 week by the Bare Naked Ladies. You say something like something about the song or whatever. And I'm like, Jeff, I got it. I got a good reference and everything. And he's like, oh, you like Bare Naked Ladies? So I was like, yeah, I love them. And he's like, oh, well, they were just standing behind you.
I was like, that's what I waved to. I was like waving to Ed.
He's like, that's what I was waving to. It's like, and I went, what? And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. I was like, I've never met them. I love them. I love them so much.
I was like, I left and came back, went and hung out with him, ate lunch with Ed real fast.
Oh, they were right behind me.
He was so upset.
Dude, the back of your head met him.
Yeah.
They were probably in my
your
webcam.
Yeah.
They were probably in it.
I've got this clip because I would say one of my favorite things that's ever happened to me in my entire life was when they sang at RTX. And Ed just changed the lyrics of the song
I was at that show.
to my name, and everyone cheered. I was
Yeah,
like,
he said, instead of it's greater than gravity,
Yeah.
he said it's greater than Gavin Free.
Jeremy, shut up.
and I remember Dan,
Oh.
Dan was next to me. I was just watching with Dan, and Dan was like, and he looked at me, and I was
Dan's
just like,
name didn't rhyme, bitch.
I just thought it was like one of the coolest things
Ed
that
is
could ever
one of
happen.
the,
He's super nice.
the coolest dude.
Super nice dude.
Just awesome. Just awesome.
I mean, he comes here and associates with these people.
I
So
know.
what does that
I
tell
know.
you? You know, unless like
He puts up.
I need a
Matt
shot.
and Bernie got some dirt on him.
That must be it.
You know,
Yeah.
like better combine.
Matt's like, I'll be directing all of the videos from here on out.
I was in a Red
Just
vs.
so
Blue
you know.
episode with him too. Still haven't met him.
well.
God damn it.
He's just so fun to be around.
Yeah, he is. He's that kind of guy you see him and you start smiling.
Yeah.
You know? He's got that good energy.
It's the last thing at Jeremy. You just went. I wanted to call this out. This is when you were talking about the Ricky Gervais thing and the
Steve
Jimmy
Merchant?
and Steve Merchant, all that shit. And someone goes, AH airs their beef new show. That's every show.
Yeah.
Do we ever not air beef?
We air
I feel like
beefs.
that's what
That's what Off Topic
podcast is. And I feel like it's in that nature,
you squash the
right?
beef.
Of like, you squash the beef. When I'm just like, listen, Ryan's fucking crazy. Here's why. And then you move past it.
Yeah.
And I go
I
home
don't
and
come
think
in
about
angry
it.
at anyone.
Right.
I
You
mean-
get angry, you scream at them, and then you leave.
And that's it.
And then it's the next day, it's a whole new day. Alfredo came in, right? Within his first, I don't know, month, 2 months, had the salt raid. Guy still works here.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? You know what I mean? Talk about air your
You can
beef.
get through anything.
Holy shit, it's
Yeah.
true. That is a badge of honor, that one. Because that was
We can get through this. We can get
that
through
was
anything.
rough. I just
That's
remember
a line from Sylar, who we did a video with. Who are awesome.
I just remember Ryan going, like, as he's screaming and losing his mind in that video. And we're all just like Jack was also awful. He was just being an awful instigator. Ryan is like losing his fucking
Jack
mind.
was being
and Jack's like,
difficult.
and I'm just like, oh my god.
You were just sitting there. I was going off.
Me
You
of all
went
people, I'm like, let's just play the fucking game.
You were
Can
the
we
level
please
one,
play
actually.
the game? Can we please play the game? Like that tells you how insane it
Yeah,
was.
you were the sane one.
I was trying to just normalize it, and like Jack would not let it go, and he just kept fucking poking him, and Ryan's losing his mind. And then at the end of the day, Ryan goes to Alfredo, and he's like, "Yeah, it happens all the time." And I'm looking at Alfredo like, That does not happen all the time.
I was not in that recording.
And then you found out that it does happen all the time in Ryan's head.
Watching that video was interesting because it was like, I feel like I've never seen Ryan like shuddering or anything like that. And then you were like really annoyed but really PG at some points where you were like, I've never met a bigger idiot.
But then I lost it. There was a point where I lost it.
I feel like also Jeff early on was.
I called him a word that rhymes with smeetard.
Jeff,
and I don't use that word often.
Jeff early on was like, I agree with Ryan, and by the end of the video was like, I need to back away from Ryan. This guy's fucking crazy.
Well, I have not gotten into my reasoning behind my support in those in that moment ever.
Now.
You want to hit it?
You don't have to
hit the audience with it.
No, I wasn't. There's no way. All right.
This bad?
No, but it's like there's no way to win this conversation if I say I wasn't super on Ryan's side, but I could tell that he was alone on an island and everybody was ganging up on him.
The Jack.
And I felt like if somebody didn't stand up for Ryan or like it was gonna go bad.
It was a bad thing.
I could see Ryan losing it. But then that also sounds like, oh, Jeff's on the losing side of an argument, so he's saying, like, I was pretending to be on the, I don't want to give that impression. But I was definitely, by supporting Ryan, trying to diffuse the situation and turn the scales, so we got back to even a little bit.
No, Ryan's right. I believe him.
It was just the only one slightly agreeing with Ryan was Jeff, and then after the video, Jeff was like, Ryan went nuts.
Yeah, I was like,
he's like, what was Ryan doing? And I'm like, what?
I was just trying to make sure we had content.
I wanted Alfredo to not leave,
and then you were like,
this isn't normal. This isn't normal. And Alfredo's like, I just moved here. What is happening?
Yeah.
I thought we were playing video games.
I yelled at Alfredo.
Ryan's like, what am I doing? And I'm just like, oh my God.
I've said before, I hate watching stuff like that. Like, and when I'm on the treadmill, I watch stuff like Achievement Hunter compilations and things like that. Like, I just let those run and I watch it. And if a moment like that comes up, like the salt raid, the culling, me at the beginning of You're Dead, the new one, right? Shit like that.
I wanted to murder Jack in that Mighty Number 9 video.
I literally, because I can't reach my laptop from the treadmill because it's just playing through that, so I just literally mute the TV until I know that it's over. I hate that. I hate conflict type stuff in videos.
Really?
I hate it. Yeah.
Well,
especially when it's me.
Jack?
When it's me, it's 10 times worse.
I love it, but that was like a real level that I would not.
Yeah, Jack
I
was
like
actually
it at a certain point.
Jack was actually pissed about that video when it came out because they cut a lot of it out.
Well, they cut
some of the worst stuff out, some of the like more uncomfortable stuff out.
But they also
which I don't disagree with.
There's a moment I showed because I made a video for RTX that showed a bit because the Salt Raid wasn't out yet, and so I showed some clips from the Salt Raid being like, "Hey, this is coming." I should make a video like that again for this year, but like. Something like that, and it was Ryan and Alfredo and me. We're all yelling at each other and everything, and it cuts to Jack's webcam, and he's just going into the webcam like that with a huge smile. And I did that in the cut because it wasn't edited yet, so I just grabbed all the raw footage and quickly edited together that section
in the main video.
And then in the main video, it didn't show Jack doing that smile. So and Jack was like, "Why did they let the smile out?" I was like, "I just put that in because I saw it when I was editing through." I was like, "There's Jack's doing this."
What was it, Michael? You were like, Ryan, you need to go and have some sex or something.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to be level-headed. That Ryan's just losing his mind, and I go, Ryan. I stood up, man. I go, Ryan, you need to get laid, man. Calm down. He was losing his fucking mind over Destiny. I was just like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah, it was rough.
It was fucking crazy.
I have no idea what you did.
It was a
Keep it that way.
breakdown.
We should do a Fiona Reacts video where we just present you like
show
20
her,
all
dude,
the age
show
stuff.
her that.
Yeah.
Show her.
That's a great idea,
Show her
actually.
fucking
You know us
Legends
a
of the
little bit
Hidden
now.
Tower. Show her that one.
Okay,
We've had some
that's
shit.
another one I
We've had
can't
some
watch.
shit
I
go
don't watch
down.
that one either.
I want to
Dude.
do the Fiona Reacts video.
Dude.
There's a couple reasons I don't watch that one.
Legends of the
Let
Hidden
me ask you a
Tower.
question, Fiona.
Yeah, sure.
Who do you think knows more about Achievement Hunter than anybody else on Earth?
Well,
Jeremy.
Probably the guy who created
Probably
it.
Yeah.
Jeremy, but
Maybe
yeah.
Jeremy now. Tell me I'm wrong about all the things that I made.
Here,
was
listen
funny.
now.
I created it.
Listen.
The best part was post video. Jeff.
Stop, get it, you know.
Where the fuck's the camera? You can't learn by fucking doing it. That's part of the goddamn race. Alright, I'm tired of hearing.
Get out of here,
I
Maverick!
wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweats, and it's fucking terrifying. Alright, stop it. I don't want. Where'd it go? The RTX is coming up.
He can't find the camera.
RTX is coming up, and I know there's like half of you for that. Hey, friends, everybody doing la 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 traumatized. Quit it.
PTSD from fighting.
Get that lower third out of here. Now's not the time.
The camera chasing was the best part.
Well, I mean, they like to do that. They're bastards.
Yeah.
Also,
he gets
like,
the camera.
Half
They
the
move.
tallies don't even work.
Oh, Fiona's had to watch Uno.
Yeah.
I watched through Uno the movie the other day.
You did? Is that
did.
why it has 7 million views or something?
It's up to like 7.5 million views right
We
now.
found out that he's like 7.2 million.
Yeah, I watched through it again. I was just playing a game and I was playing Papers, Please because I love that game.
I've watched the abridged version, which is still like an hour or something.
Yeah, no, I would just put the whole thing on and just let it play while I played the game.
Bernie was telling me
Fucking funny.
the other day. You know, you got to do a lot of like business crap. You know, there's like pitches and marketing.
Me or Bernie?
Well, you. I mean,
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
it as well.
Yeah.
But he does. He
But
does
yeah,
a lot of that
yeah.
crap, and it's,
It's
like
the part of the job that the audience never
it's like
sees.
pitching the
that's
content
the
and
really
you know,
hard,
networking
exhausting
and
part of
trying
the
to do
job, yeah.
this and this and this and work with this company and that company. And I was talking to him the other day, and he was like, "Dude, all the time we're talking about like numbers or videos or whatever, and people bring up our movie." And they're like, "Oh, dude, like I saw the movie on IMDb," and he's like, "Oh, is it like Laser Team?" They're like, "No, Uno the movie," and he's like, "Motherfucker!" They're like, "Yeah, it's like 9.6
So, do you know what Uno
or
the
whatever."
movie is?
No,
He's like, people talk to me all the time about Uno the movie.
Let me ask you.
Uno.
Let me ask you a question, Fiona.
Yeah.
What makes a movie a movie? Like, what's the criteria to create a movie?
What's the difference between like something
I guess
we make
a
and a movie?
length.
Length? Okay,
Length,
great,
okay.
sure.
Nailed it.
And then good enough production, right?
I don't
lose
think
it, you'll lose
production's
it.
Theater
fine.
mode will disagree with that.
But that's not a movie.
Theater mode, everything we watch is movies.
Well,
I'm
I know
saying
it's
they're
a
all-
movie, but like,
they're terrible.
is that show okay?
My estimation is that you need three things to be a film. You need length, you need an intro, and you need outgoing credits. And that's it.
That's good sex
An
as
intro,
well.
Yeah,
length,
movie,
and
bitch,
credits.
shut up.
And that's a movie.
Act 1, Uno. Act 2, Uno.
Still
Uno.
Act 3, credits.
No resolution.
Boom.
Uno.
You don't need-
Sometimes
you don't
that's how a
need
movie
acts.
ends.
You don't
Okay,
need
you don't
acts.
need satisfaction.
We
it just has
filmed
to
Uno.
end.
We released a video called Uno the movie. It's 3 hours of us playing Uno.
Well, it was never intended to be that way. It was.
3
We accidentally
hours?
set.
no,
the,
it was never intended to be that way,
was the
moron.
d-
You
we
set the
s-
game
it was
things to
the
that.
day-
Oh, did I say we? I mean, I set the score limit to 500 instead of something lower, and then.
And then we turned all the crazy rules on. It was the day of the election. We all wanted to get home and watch the
What's
election.
the day of the election? Yeah.
It was 4:30, and we thought we've got 30 minutes. Let's not be lazy. Let's knock out a quick video. We thought it'd be like a trivia Tuesdays, like when we played Wheel of Fortune the other day, whatever. And it lasted 3 hours.
And because we had these crazy rules where it's like a 0 just made you swap your entire deck with someone else.
But we were all losing our mind, and we were all committed, and nobody would leave, and like we all agreed we were
Ryan
going to see it.
left.
Well,
Ryan left.
got replaced by Jack. But so we wrote it out until we finally had, and we just lost our goddamn minds. We didn't get to leave work till like 9 o'clock that night or something crazy.
There's a moment because, like I said, I just watched it recently. We're like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes in, we're realizing like how little points you get for winning a round, and I'm like, all right, let's do one more. Let's do one more because it's like you gotta get to 500, and Gavin just won one, so he was in the lead with like 130.
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, we'll do one more, and then we'll see like where we're at after that. And Gav's like, no, we gotta go to 500. And I'm like,
Honestly-
what are you talking about? I say that, and I'm like, we're gonna be here forever if
The
we
thing is,
do
it was
that.
so funny. I actually genuinely felt like we had something special. I was like,
Yeah.
we should ride this out. And you were like, are you serious? And like, you went into like off camera. You're like, are we serious? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we should do it.
So when it was all over, we realized how long it was. We said, all right, well, I told Larry, I said, let's put end credits on it. Let's record a song, like a soundtrack for it.
Yeah, I
and
was
put
there
a
for
starting
that.
credit on
Yeah.
it.
I wasn't in the
You were
video.
there
So
for
we
that.
did that.
I
We
was
put
in
it
the
together.
credits.
We put it out called Uno the Movie as a joke. Somebody put it on IMDb. It's still on IMDb. It's the #1 rated comedy of all time.
was.
It was. I don't know if it still
It
is.
it
was
has
the
its
number
own
1 rated
trivia.
comedy for years.
For years.
It's
And-
got like a 9.8
Similar
rating.
to how for a short period of time, DHD was
Yes,
the most
that's like
rated
thousands upon
restaurant
thousands of
in
upvotes.
Texas.
I didn't
All the
think-
comments are like, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. The twists and turns in
We'd
this
be a
comedy
great
is
ad
amazing.
agency for like people who want viral marketing.
Funny you should say that. I was like, this is ridiculous, but whatever. Nobody will take this seriously. And then I started getting interviews, like magazines
About
and
the
like websites
Uno?
started to call like through Sophie's team, and I did like 10 interviews about Uno the movie.
And it's
so I
only
just
cool-
doubled down on it. And
Like,
was
how
like,
do you even? What is the interview about? Is it
just like tell us about Uno the movie, why it's so successful. How did you do this? How did you get the
fucking know.
idea? No, I just
Well, what happened was we played Uno and it took a long time.
And then
All right,
Trump was
and that's
president.
It wasn't even called
And then
that until
Ryan
like
went home.
2 hours in.
Yeah.
One of us was like, we should just call this Uno the movie because it was so long at that point.
3
You won?
hours.
I won that.
Yeah.
And I
Well, now I'm not
I've been
watching the
I will
movie.
say I've been lobbying lately to do another Uno.
I want to.
Just because I've watched
Well,
it
the
recently.
The problem is, it's
I really
like
want to do Uno.
because that wasn't intentional to begin with. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
It could be over in 3 rounds.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we could shoot it.
I wanted to do something really, really, really cool for the sequel. I actually wanted Uno the movie to be a trilogy, like Robert Rodriguez style.
Uno Dos and Uno Tres. Yeah.
And I wanted to do.
Dose came out.
I wanted to do this. I had a pitch and everything for how we would do Uno the movie, but it was expensive, and it just like other stuff like Haunter and Tabletop and all those others got. They're the
making
reason
a movie's expensive.
They're the reason we don't have an Uno 2 is because we did Haunter and Tabletop with that money instead.
Yeah.
But someday we'll do it, or we'll just. The problem with it is like you can't manufacture that shit. Like it was great in the moment, and we realized when we latched onto it. If you try to recreate that, you very often fall short of the mark.
If we just sit down with 4 people and go, let's play Uno, and if it turns into Uno the movie 2 or Uno Dos,
Uno the sequel.
we're good.
There is that fear of it just being forced though.
Like the thing that's so funny about it.
Across
Put it out.
gold.
The thing that makes Uno so funny is, like, yeah, by the end of it, we're all just trying to get the damn thing to end.
Yeah.
But, like, also during it, it's just constant people fucking each other. It's the whole movie of, like, you at one point, you're like,
That's drama.
let's start our webcams. And we're like, what are you talking about? We're not going to see. He's like, we got to turn webcams on. Let's turn these on right now. And, like, you can hear him clicking around and stuff like that. And he's like, all right, webcams are on. We're doing good. And then we, like, slap him with, like, a pickup 4 or something. He goes, I'm turning my webcam on. Like, it's just, like, people just getting, like, slammed by stuff. It's
I feel
so
like
funny.
what was special about it was that we didn't expect it to be long.
Right.
Yeah.
If we go into Uno 2 expecting a 3-hour video, all of the drama is missing.
It's kind of like Fuel. When you go back and play Fuel
Yeah.
again, it's like the thing that made it so much fun or so special, it's missing.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying we shouldn't try it. We could.
I mean,
still
here's the
try
thing.
it.
I just kind of want to play Uno again. And, like,
It's actually really fun.
it's
to
really
just
fun.
screw
And
everyone
it
over
makes
constantly.
funny videos.
Because
it's like,
by screwing people over, you screw over yourself. You screw over the whole game.
and, like, if it's short, it could just be Let's Play Uno. It doesn't
Uno
have
the-
to be a sequel.
Is Uno the movie? It's all like electronic. Like it wasn't live action.
It was all like
It's
that.
an Xbox.
And
stuff.
it went so long that Gavin's game broke. And there was like, he puts on a card and like this
graphic and
purple effect
it got
comes up.
stuck on the
And then
card.
it just never went away. So he would like play with this big purple effect behind every single
It's weird.
card.
In all of our long videos, the games can't handle it.
The games
Like
cannot
in
do.
Fuel,
Dude,
we
Fuel-
lose
Fuel's
like
a
3
broken piece of shit,
Xboxes
dude.
per video.
It's with the last one we did. We lost like 5 people. And there was like 1 or 2 people left to play it.
Yeah, the person that wins Fuel ultimately is the one whose Xbox didn't blow up.
Dude, Fuel 1 though.
You want it? Oh, you got the
Yeah,
picture.
That picture of
you got
Jeff.
you got the picture
That's
of
the
it.
only reason I know. Because I got the picture of Jeff posing on his kitchen
desk,
counter.
yeah.
Kitchen counter. Please.
I mean, the
dining-
picture's on your desk.
Pictures on,
Wasn't
well,
it a
it's
dining
probably
room
not
table?
now, but
I don't know.
It was
where
dining room
it is.
table.
oh, whatever. Is a table in your house?
Yeah.
I wasn't there. You were there.
Well, not my house.
Well,
Somebody's
it
house.
was your house at the time.
Was
hey,
ours.
Yep.
let me tell you about this sponsor, Experion.
No.
Well, I'm gonna.
All right.
So shut the hell up.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, the better your credit score, the easier it is to get stuff you want, or the less you have to pay. So the question is, why is it so hard to raise your score? Now it won't be thanks to Experion. They've launched Experion Boost, a brand new way to instantly increase your credit scores for free. A higher credit score can help you establish and get access to credit and preferred rates for things that you want and need in life. Experion is on a mission to help boost America's credit score, which will help millions of people across the country build and get better access to credit. People all across America have already raised their credit scores with Experion Boost, and you should too. It used to take months to see your credit score rise, a point or two. With Boost, you can increase your credit score instantly. Boost is free to use and only available from Experion. If you're trying to get a credit card, if you're trying to get an apartment, a lot of times they'll do credit checks, check your credit score. If you don't have existing credit, if you either had poor credit or you don't really have credit and you need to start building your credit score, it's super helpful. You're definitely going to want good credit. I mean, it just helps for everything in your adult life. I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to do this. What are you waiting for? Experion Boost can potentially help you establish or increase your access to credit. Boost your FICO score instantly for free. Boost is only available at Experion.com/offtopic. That's EXPERIAN. Experion.com/offtopic. It's an adult life. It's an adult world. Credit is important. Get a loan for your house. Take care about your credit. Was that Was that Gavin doing the clap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mario?
Gavin, yeah. And
Mario Maker 2?
We
did
Gavin,
the-
Gavin actually has a credit in Mario Maker 2.
We streamed Mario Maker 2 today, and like they have giant coins you can get. And
Yeah.
you pick them up. There's like a golf
There's
clap.
like a clap, like an
background effect.
applause.
And Gavin was like, "Imagine if that was you." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Imagine if you were like, that's me clapping."
And then
was
he said specifically, wouldn't the girl be impressed?
Right? He's like,
I'm
"You'd impress chicks."
It would
And you're like,
impress-
"That's
I'm like-
me doing the
And
clap."
you were like, that clap is actually me jacking off.
Yeah,
If
that clap
so-
is me in Mario Maker 2 when you pick up the 10 coin. I'm clapping.
If some dude came up to
Wrong.
me and told me that, I'd be like, the fuck?
There's a lot of facts like that
Yeah.
that people go, oh, that'd be cool to be that person. But then when you really think about it, it's like, no, it's not. Like,
Well, it's
there was,
basically anything Gavin
I saw a
says.
show that was like, who is this person? And like this guy walks out, he's like, and they're like, who is this guy? And he was the baby on the front of the Nirvana album in the pool. Like, you know, the naked baby, like, swimming after the money in the album or whatever it is. And he's like, that's me. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Like, what are you like? Who gives a shit?
You don't want to tell the
Yeah.
girl you're trying to fuck.
Like,
about.
that's my baby
That's my-
dick. Like, look at me. Fuck off.
What was that? Wait, what?
We're talking
Sure he's
about
got
the
baby
Nirvana
dick or something?
The cover of the Nirvana album, where there's the baby in the pool swimming after. You know what I'm talking about? Right? And I'm like,
This reminded me of something
the
else.
the guy's like, that's me, I'm that. And he's literally, have you ever watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? And there's the guy who's like the baby pulling the sardines. You know what I'm talking about. People have seen it. Who gives a shit? No one cares. Your dick was out on an album cover. Get the fuck out of here.
Whose dick?
I can't keep explaining this every time someone new
Third
walks
time,
in.
The Nirvana baby.
Oh, his dick was out.
Yeah. And I'm saying the adult is
We were
like, that's
talking
me.
about
It's like,
you.
who cares?
Your
That
applause.
that reminds me. We've absolutely mentioned this before, but Buckley mentioned in one of the In-Betweeners movies. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one that like his dick's out, but
The
it's
first one.
but it's a stunt dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not his dick, and the kid who ended up, I think it was like a younger dude, who ended up taking his dick out was recommended by his grandmother, who was like.
Yeah, it was
she
a
was
relative,
like
wasn't
she
it?
was
Yeah.
like in the film as like an extra or something,
Or the crew?
She was somehow involved with the film, and they were like, "We need someone to take their dick out as Jay's stunt dick," and she was like, "Dude, my grandson will take his dick out.
that's
Like he'll do it for
crazy.
sure."
That's wild.
And then the kid showed up and did it.
Oh, that's crazy.
So then, but then James Buckley's talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, but now everybody just thinks it's my dick. It's not my dick."
It looked like Buckley with his
He's
dick
just
out.
like,
Is what it
he was
looked
like, yeah, this one was like, my grandson will take his dick out, and he came and he did it, and then he left.
Wild.
And it was just like, here's my dick. All right, bye.
Would you do anonymous dick work if it was never your face?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you have a stunt dick in
I'm
Laser
not,
Team,
I'm
don't
not
you?
looking for it.
It's a rubber dick. I mean, my dick. It's not the.
It's not a
dick's
stunt
out.
dick. It's not like you see a
It's a
dick.
fake dick, though.
Yeah, but it's not a person's. It's a piece of rubber or whatever the fuck it is, latex.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
wouldn't have a stunt dick.
I
don't want that.
got real ass.
don't want that.
If I'm gonna dick on
Okay.
camera, it's my dick.
Dude,
My
speaking of
ass is out twice in that movie.
Speaking of
okay, that ain't
dicks.
stunt ass. That's all cheeks. I had to tape my balls so you didn't see them. They had to get taped up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just watched the
Ball
dick
tape.
episode of
If you
Chernobyl.
moon too much, you'll see balls. Oh, dude, with the miners?
That's
Yeah, and their
awesome.
cocks are out. That guy looks like Wario.
Probably people who,
Dude,
probably
it is the
people who work
best.
in mines is what we're
I
talking
mean, I
about.
haven't,
Yes.
I haven't finished the series
Yes,
yet.
it's people that work
Not
in mines.
minor dicks, like
It's miners
minor.
with an E.
All that
Dicks.
made me realize is that the person I would least mess with in the entire planet would be a Russian miner.
He also goes.
No
I also
shit.
look at that guy goes. That
Even
guy
though he
goes,
was a Scottish
I'm wearing
guy.
a fucking hat. He's like dicks out, fully nude, and he's just wearing the hat.
I love when he's like, shoot me. I don't have enough bullets to shoot all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. That dude is the, I don't know who that guy is. He's
In
the
that
coolest
scene,
motherfucker.
he's just some Scottish guy.
His dick's out when he walks up, and then when he walks away, it's just bare ass. His just whole ass is hanging out. I also love the
He's
first.
like, we mind the way our fathers mind.
The first fucking scene that guy's in, right? He goes into like the trailer with the head scientist dude,
It's
and then
Stellan Skarsgård and the
then-
other dude.
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård.
There he
And
is,
this
his
the
ass
wizard.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skarsgård's a military dude, also amazing.
He's
'cause
phenomenal.
I only see him. He's usually
Phenomenal.
a doof. Is usually most of his character,
Yeah.
especially in Avengers. Like, but like he does a great job in that series.
Shabina, his
but
name?
they go in there, and my favorite part is the introduction of that dude. He's like the head dude of the miners, the lead dude. He walks in and there's like a pack of cigarettes there, and he goes, "Oh, do you mind? Like, can I get a cigarette?" And they're like, "Sure." He takes a cigarette, lights it, and then just takes the pack and puts it in his pocket. And he's just like, "Oh, it's mine now, bitch."
Yeah.
It's like, all right. And then the fucking dude from the Russian military, who's very much like, "Don't question the military," Skarsgård is just like, "This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're told by the government." He's like, "Don't fuck with the minors."
Yeah.
He's like, you don't want to fuck with the minors, dude. It's just like they just do whatever they want.
Yeah, just like let them go.
Just don't worry about it.
Seriously. There's the military and then there's the minors.
These dudes are nuts. They're wackadoo. And have you watched the whole series?
No, I've only seen the first 3 episodes. So
episode 4 is a doozy.
I'm gonna watch them tonight, hopefully. I also started watching. What's
really good final
Dude,
episode.
episode 4 is Beak. Yep.
Okay.
Have you watched it all? Mm-hmm. The dude from A Way Out, the game. We did a video in it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
The guy with the huge schnoz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 dudes that are like on the lam from the prison break thing.
Yeah.
Wait.
A Way Out giant schnoz?
What's one of the main characters?
Was
all
guy
right,
with the
got
beak.
it.
Was it Vinny? What's his name?
Vinny.
Might be Vinny. Yeah.
Vincent, yeah.
Because that's his actual face. They face,
And we were making
face
fun of it.
reading.
It was like, look at the comical face they put on this guy. And then I saw him in Westworld.
Westworld comes on. It's like, that's him. He's on Westworld and he's on Chernobyl. I'm like, dude, this dude's locked into HBO. That's kind of awesome. I'm all about him.
I don't know why, but my
know his
brain
name
in that
is, the
conversation
actor,
went to what's the game that Ryan was playing that you fucked up?
Oh,
Everything.
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
And I was thinking of is it Peter Stormare? What's his name? Who's like the guy who talks
Yeah,
to
The
you? He's
fucking guy. The
Yeah, Peter
Russian
Stormare.
guy.
That's
yeah,
the
guy who's
first
a
guy I
Russian in
thought
every
of
single
right
guy
there when you
ever.
were like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, another dude with the big
No.
nose shut up. I was
No,
like,
Peter Stormare? No. He's Russian guy.
Have
in
you guys-
everything, ever.
Have you guys watched Fleabag at all yet?
No.
Yeah. That's the new Amazon show everybody's talking about. It's British. I
I've
thought you might
heard
know.
about it.
It's okay.
I
the first
watched
3
the
episodes.
BAFTAs and it won all the shit, so it's definitely one to watch.
Oh, did it win at
it
BAFTAs?
won
think it
all
did.
the
It's
shit.
It's just like,
It was
honestly,
like, I just tuned into the BAFTAs.
Of course that's
British.
British.
It's
about
Fleabag.
It's about a British lady who's just
BAFTAs.
an absolute piece of shit of a
like,
human.
win an
It's
award.
fun. It's good to watch.
I heard Swamp Thing was really good. Someone said. I heard that.
I heard it was really good and it's already been canceled.
It's already been
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
Oh, it got canceled? Why?
Yeah, it did because it just
Probably nobody
so
watched
good.
it, I imagine.
Swamp
no,
Thing's
I'm
fucking
like
awesome.
it was like the first episode came out, they canceled it, but I guess it's because it didn't quite fit into their like universe,
Weird.
which is bizarre.
It's
yeah,
like you can do all of that without even thinking.
because it's like really dark. Apparently, it's like a horror series.
It is. I mean, it's a
And-
horror comic, kind of.
Yeah, and people loved it, which is a shame.
Neil Gaiman. Or it was for a long time.
What's wrong with
Is it Neil
BAFTA?
Gaiman? Oh, then I should have Cat.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I said Neil Gaiman. I meant it's Alan Moore. I think Alan Moore.
the
is Swamp
Never
Thing.
mind. Then I
Alan
won't
Moore.
tell
It's
Cat to
Alan
watch
Moore.
it.
Alan Moore.
BAFTA.
Cat with Neil Gaiman is like I can't even say that name
you got
around her.
AFTRA.
Yeah, we want to talk about it. It's not a big thing.
It's just an acronym.
I'm just saying, though. But it's like we talk about the Oscars,
The
Emmys.
Oscars don't stand for anything.
I know, I'm just
What does
saying.
BAFTA
though.
stand for?
Oscars, Emmys, Golden Globes,
British.
BAFTA.
Something film.
Shut
Also
up.
called the
something.
Academy
Yeah,
Awards.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was slogging on the BAFTA, and then Jimmy Bunda won the award.
Yeah.
Jimmy Bunda? I love that guy.
Jimmy Bunda.
Are you guys
Chip
watching?
chip chipperoo! I'd like to thank all me mates for this BAFTA. I'm gonna go sculling after this, mate.
Where are you from, sir?
Skullet is a term that I'd never heard before.
I think that's more Aussie.
It's Aussie. Yeah, they hit me with that a lot when I went to
What
Australia.
do you
recently.
call it? What is it?
Like chugging a beer. Chug.
Neck it.
No,
Neck it,
no,
neck it.
no. I'm thinking, what's a headbutt called?
Nut.
Nutting.
That's
What's what's nutting?
That's nothing to do with drinking. Though. That's just like
Nutting
you see
for
someone
me
you
is
don't
a
like the way they're looking
great
at you.
That's what I
Friday
was
night.
talking about. That's what I was talking about. Like, oh no, you.
I've watched a couple of fights start because people front on each other, and it's like you could just go for a swing, but it's
Yeah.
very obvious.
Well,
so
See,
people
where we're
just,
from,
here's
there's a
the
lot of
thing.
shoving.
a lot of people
Well,
go
They
for
here's
just
the thing with
fucking
a
that.
violent headbutt followed by a spit, and then you start fighting.
There is.
Yeah, you headbutt
I've never been
things.
involved in a
Long time.
headbutt. It's okay.
know.
I've never been
He
involved
got
in a
the first
headbutt
30 minutes
scenario.
of the
A
podcast.
headbutt's a bad idea because basically what you're doing is I'm weighing that this will knock you out instead of knocking me out.
Yeah,
That's what a
'cause
headbutt
the
is.
The front of the skull is actually quite
The
strong.
shoving and the fronting is a sign of I would prefer not to fight, so I'd rather make you back down before I back.
It's like a roar.
Have you
It's
ever
what
done
it
that?
is.
Oh, so you
Have you
take
ever
your
like
shirt off?
puffed up on someone and be like, yeah, you want to go, mate?
It's like
I don't
peacocking.
puff up, but I'll like front. I've fronted on people, but I haven't like I don't do the chest out like What are you doing? You know what I mean?
I do that, but I get really low.
But I do a lot of like.
This is Gavin's fronting. It doesn't work quite as well. And then someone just is like, I don't want to touch you.
But before fights, it's very much a like verbal thing of like, I try to get them to back down because usually the goal is I'd prefer if there wasn't a fight. You know what I mean? So it's like if you can get them to back down first, it's like, sweet, I won and there wasn't a fight. That's a double win. You know what I mean?
I've never been in that situation.
I can guarantee that's true.
I've never fronted on anyone.
Alright, I guess I'll have a drink.
Have you ever fought somewhere?
No.
Really?
I mean,
That shocks
Fiona
me.
slapped me in the head the other day.
no.
Yeah, and you keep slapping
did?
me.
What do
You
you
keep
mean, no?
slapping me in my head
What do you
full.
mean, no?
She hits me in the head dimple all the time.
That's how they say hello in her part of the world.
I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something, and she just walked by and smacked me in the head.
She hit me not too long ago.
Yeah, same. I'll just be minding my own business on my computer and she'll slap me.
I don't know about
And then
that.
earlier
I mean,
in the show,
I
she
mean-
squeezed my head
I
up
mean,
once.
I missed that. I definitely deserved it.
You were giving him
It
a
just
squeeze
happened.
earlier, yeah.
Giving him a nice massage.
I was not. You were just squeezing my head.
She was
It
trying
nice. It looked like
she
it
was
felt
trying
nice.
to get the wrinkles out of the back
doesn't.
of your neck.
I'm just trying to get the cellulite.
Those aren't going
She
anywhere.
was trying to get
Don't
the.
say cellulite. There's no cellulite back there.
Head cellulite?
He's got it.
No, I don't.
She was trying to get the Max Paynes out.
I got no Max
His
Paynes back
wrinkled-
there.
His wrinkled head. Remember the back of his wrinkled head?
I got Max Greats.
I've been into like it would start, but then they'd see that I'd be like really angry, and they'd be like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You know.
I could see that with you of being
Where
like,
it's like-
let's not risk
Because
this.
I get really angry, but it's like, let's not do that. Because they'll know I'll actually start fighting them, but they're like,
What was that
"Maybe
game
not."
where something happened to you very early on and you were like, I want to leave?
No, wait,
was that one?
it's a couple times. There was one in GTA when fucking I get ran over twice. Gavin once, Michael one, another time, like in a row, and I can't get up. I can't do anything. I'm like, I'm gonna turn off. I'm
Those-
gonna turn
those
off my
cops and
Xbox.
crooks.
There was a great moment. I don't know what game it was in, but we started talking French in it.
I want to leave.
And we started going, we were like, all right, let's talk French. And Jack's like, let's go and like me and Alfredo going, oh, oui, to each other like that. And Fiona goes, it is incredible how fast I'll leave this room.
It's so much.
I don't remember what. Was it Coup that we were playing?
Oh, cool, I get angry.
When
Oh, when
Fiona
you
was
killed
like,
her
"Fuck
immediately."
you." And then she sat there for 25 minutes during that first round.
Yeah, it was that goddamn game. To be fair, I was being an asshole to you in the beginning. I don't know why. I
literally went.
wasn't having it.
I remember I'd never played the game before, and I went, I have 2 cards. And Fiona went, congratulations, you can count. And then I went, I am going to assassinate you.
Yeah.
And then you killed her, and then she was sat
Minecraft.
quietly.
He was in Minecraft. The French thing happened.
And then she was just sat quiet. I was like, "You right, Fiona?" And you were like, "I'm so pissed."
Then like the whole game, it would come around to my turn, and she's like, "Go, fucking go!"
Oh my god, you were
Go.
taking forever. Because wait, it's like you're either second or third. That's it. And you're just looking
That's what
at
it
your
was.
cards.
It came
and
down
you're
to like me, Jeremy, and someone else, and I was like, I could win. And she's like, you can't win. You can't win. Just go. You're not winning. You're not winning. And I go, I could win. And I didn't win.
No.
I
There was a I watched through. You guys played a game called The Resistance recently in Let's Roll.
Yeah, with Chef Mike.
Yeah, with Chef Mike.
With Chef Mike.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Funny as hell. I watched that recently.
He kind
And
of got me there.
literally at one point you go, or Jeff says, he's like, listen, we don't know who it is. We don't know who the spy is. All we know is that if Jeremy was here, he's the spy.
I don't think he said Jeremy was here. I think he said Jeremy is lying.
Jeremy
Yeah.
is
You
lying.
weren't there.
I'm not even there. Like, leave me alone.
You were doing that other show
And
that
that
you announced.
shit,
I stand by that statement.
that shit has got me killed in so many games now.
Good.
There's so many games based
You
online.
have a pretty hefty handicap in TTT.
I have such a handicap. I'll have games where I don't do anything wrong and I'll get
shoot you.
assassinated.
I'll shoot you.
See?
Because it's like you say something and I'm like, don't listen to him because I trusted you all these
I'm
times
so
before,
trustworthy.
And it's like, no, do not do it. I'm gonna kill
You're
you.
2 steps ahead of everyone. That's so
You
dangerous
do
to us.
one thing suspicious, I'll murder you.
Listen, lying is fun. But I'm a trustworthy guy. I'm here to be believed in stuff like that.
Well,
I can be believed.
well, you failed. You failed.
That is me. I am on. No, you know who's been taking it from me though?
Alfredo.
Yes, Alfredo, especially with
But he's
deceit.
more subtle than you.
Alfredo in deceit is the worst type of person. Like, he'll start the game and he'll go, I just want to let you all know that you can believe everything that I say. And Jeremy's going to try to tell you differently. And it's not fair because I've only done the truth and he's just making me feel bad. And he'll say that. Literally, I went into his stream one time because I'll put on Alfredo's streams every now and again, like in the background, and I'll watch him play Siege. And he's playing with his friends. And I turned it on and just happened to drop in as he was going, I can be believed at all times. Like, people always claim that I lie.
Brainwashing.
Yeah, and during the
Smart.
Siege game,
Smart.
he's saying this, and he shoots his friend in the side, does 5 damage to him. And his friend goes, what the hell just happened to me? And Alfredo's like, guy shot you from the roof. They really snaked a shot in there. It must have been a really good shot. I guess there's a guy out there. And walked away.
He's the most dangerous person.
He's terrifying. He is terrifying in games like that. Alfredo's so good at it.
Dude, there's a moment in a video, I don't think it's come out yet, where it's maybe one of my proudest moments in those type of games. I don't even say what game it
I don't
is.
know what moment's coming.
But I'm doing a real good job, and Jeremy's like, it's gotta be Alfredo. There's no one else. It has to be Alfredo.
Oh, yeah, okay,
And
got it.
And I'm just going,
Got it.
it was like the best moment ever. The video should be out soon, but you'll
It's
see
gonna be
it
out
when
very
it happens.
soon.
Oh,
So-
is that
You'll see
the
when it
clip
happens.
you showed me? Like,
Yeah.
Long
I'll say-
I'm going,
We did our June month. We always do our weekly things. And so our June month was Gmod June. We love Gmod.
Goon.
And June. And we loved it so much that
Gmod Goon.
and the fans love it. You guys we watch, so every single video we release, we take we take a close look. Stop it. Stop whispering. We take a close look
Losing it.
at the views and the likes and all stuff. Like, we do that on a lot of videos, especially Trevor really gets into it on the videos.
Yeah, and then doesn't come to work.
Gmod, always phenomenal. And we've talked for a long time about what if Gmod was a weekly series like Minecraft or GTA, and like how would that work? And we don't want to burn people out on it and all stuff like that. But we did Gmod June. It did awesome. So we were like, okay, what if July was July, but L-I-E instead of L-Y? Liar.
Like deception games.
Like deception games. AKA, let's keep playing Gmod and see what happens.
And then throw another game or two in there.
And we'll throw in a deceit maybe once.
Right.
But so I guess that TTT you're talking about will hit around that point.
Was that a July?
I don't know. I thought it was a Gmod June.
What was the one we
make it-
filmed yesterday?
That was July. That was
That's for
murder.
July.
That was
murder.
yeah, that
We
was
did
a
we did
murder.
Should we
New
just
map.
do it every week? A
We
Gmod
should,
every week?
yes.
I would love it.
Yeah,
I would love
I
Wednesday
mean,
is
Gmod
Gmod?
too, because it's so many games. Like, it's so great for
Yeah.
a weekly. I mean, it's just like even just dude, fucking TTT or murder alone, I could play those games forever. But I want the fucking gun.
Yeah.
Give me the gun.
Yeah. Well, you're talking murder at
There
that
was
point.
some
yeah.
there was some shit going down in the murder we filmed yesterday.
Yeah, there was.
Stuff went down.
There was a lot of accusations and betrayals.
Have you played the new TTT with all the new roles? Have you?
It's
been in
so
any of
One
those?
fucking
time.
fun.
One
dude.
time, I
It's
think.
so fucking fun.
I
See,
think
missed
it was
the
one of the
first
ones we
time.
did on like Bikini Bottom.
So like before the skins?
Yeah. Okay. Got it. You were in that one.
Before Lindsay was a cat?
Dude, it's absurd.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is absurd.
Yeah, we assigned
Lindsay
skins.
as the damn cat is a nuisance.
So we did a thing where we assigned skins, right?
I'm Bane. And,
So it's just like immediately I played Link and Ryan was Deadpool in a trench coat.
Detective Roger Deadpool.
Detective Roger Deadpool. Lindsay picked a cat, and for whatever reason, either she didn't download all the assets or it's just a broken
I
skin.
think it's a broken skin.
So like all of us are basically human sized. You know, it's like similar models of like a humanoid person.
I mean, Jack is a dinosaur, I think, but-
Jack's a
He's an-
dinosaur, but
he's an
still-
Ender Dragon.
But still, he's still about
Yeah.
human size and like your arms and legs move and shit. Lindsay's a fucking cat that's the size of a cat that doesn't move. She's just like ice skates across the floor.
It's a cat
It just
skating around with a
slides
gun
all
over it.
around, and then the gun floats above the cat's head, and it's fucking perfect for Lindsay too.
Yeah.
Because it's like you gotta dial in, and that fucking hitbox is this big.
I played with her skin during the Guardian Con stream, and I remember Trevor was just like, he just got pissed. He's just like, change the goddamn skin. Like,
Right, because the thing is,
because he can't shoot me.
it works with Lindsay because Lindsay is like
a fucking maniac.
If you're in a gunfight with Lindsay, you're gonna win the gunfight. But like, so adding her as the cat
It really
evens
works.
it out.
It really does.
It balances it
It's
out.
a
But when
great
Fiona,
handicap.
who's decent at shooting, has the cat skin, it's like too much.
I remember because like someone was shooting me and I would just like slowly move.
Yeah, I was sniping you on a roof and you were going behind a box as a cat. I'm like, what do I do?
That's so good.
So you saw it? You didn't see it?
Oh, can I see that?
Stuber? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
I want to see that.
Oh, cool.
Do you want me to do that?
I mean, you can?
Someone said odd job. Did we say that was odd job?
Okay, we downloaded an odd job skin, but no one used it.
I was odd job.
Were you odd job?
Wasn't I?
I don't think you were.
I want to get
I
a
don't
skin.
remember him being
No, maybe he was. Yeah, I don't remember what
I hate
Kevin
him,
was.
so I don't
Yeah,
know.
me too. I've totally blocked that out of my memory.
yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah, I know everyone except for this asshole.
Who?
You. I remember literally every skin except what you were. You must have been odd job.
I was just, yeah, it was odd job. Tall odd job. He wasn't short.
Well, maybe that was it. Maybe that's why I didn't remember. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I was odd job.
My
just
brain
stink.
just really broke trying to remember what
Just
Gavin
coming
was.
up with stink, right?
He's stinky.
I fucked myself up the other day.
Yeah?
How so? In what way?
I didn't want to talk about it right now or like recently because you guys are doing that thing with those super bikes that you got, and I don't want people to think that I fucked myself up on one of those. But I have a different pedal assist bicycle, like a different brand. And the day before my vacation, I was riding through a construction site.
Like doing ramps and
You
stuff?
bought another bike?
Yeah.
What happened to achievement on a bike?
I have it. But this one's got a motor.
Ride it. This one he can leave the house with.
This one goes 30 miles an hour.
I've never seen someone more defeated after spending a load of money on a new bike. I was like, achievement hunter colors, huh? And you were like, oh. I don't think you ever rode it.
No, I don't ride it. I bought a new bike. It was a terrible thing to realize that And I fucking took a turn going 22 miles an hour because I have a speedometer.
Man.
And the back came out from under me because I was going through like loose dirt and drug me across the construction site for a long time. And when I got up and I was like collecting myself,
Picking up your skin.
I found a chunk of what used to be my finger like stuck into the ground. I only have left is this little thing right here because it was about 3 weeks ago. But
then if you getting up and it's just your tattoo in reverse.
I had to walk my bike home like just bleeding everywhere.
Oh no!
And,
how much of your life have you spent?
So much.
Like upside down,
So
skidding
much,
across
so
the
much.
floor?
I feel like if I don't get road rash every 6 months, I'll die. Yeah, it was brutal. And I had to get on a plane. I could barely walk. My thigh was just black from the bruise on it. And yeah. But I didn't want to talk. I was scared to tell the story because people might think that the bikes y'all made were that. It wasn't.
No, it's not those bikes.
Those bikes you won't crash on.
So
Hopefully.
that video should have come out today.
Those things are.
It's
They
out.
did.
It's already out.
It came out today.
Fast and
They're
dangerous. Be careful.
awesome.
They are
They're fucking awesome.
I hadn't ridden one, and I was the other
They're
day.
so much
I think
fun.
yesterday I was like,
Dude, pedaling is out.
Yeah.
Get on a bike and whee.
the other day
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't been on this yet, and so the battery was charging. So I was
Dude,
like,
it's awesome.
I was like, fuck it, and like put it on and went outside. But the bike looks so ridiculous, right? It's got
Because
the
of us.
Because of us.
Right.
It's got the Tower of Pimps bumper on it. It's got the Team Nice Dynamite front bar.
Did someone put
the
my
Garbo
face
seat.
on the seat?
Yeah,
that was the other team. That was Team Ryan.
that was
I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't in it. Yeah.
Ryan
It
and
was
Jack
Ryan
and
Lindsay
Lindsay
and Jack and I think
and Matt.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
They put your face on the seat.
So there's two bikes.
Yeah,
bikes.
we did
two
two
teams.
like a
We
Let's Play bike and
designed-
an Achievement Hunter
So
bike.
we should
kind of
joust.
Yeah.
Well, we raced. They
Ryan and I
raced.
did a quick race. That video's
Races
not
are
out yet.
boring.
Shut the fuck
No, the race
up.
is out.
Jousting
The race is out.
Was that in the video?
Yep.
I'll just say if y'all do that, just wear safety clothing
Hey,
and be
we had
protected.
helmets.
I saw the
Ryan
helmets.
and I had helmets. We
I did.
didn't do it until we got a helmet.
I got home. Millie took
Don't
one look
get
at me.
brain scramble.
Millie went. She goes, "You got to start taking care of yourself. You're too old for this."
Yeah, no shit. Did you shit your pants too?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you're like, I scraped my knee
That's
and I
such a
shit
good.
my pants.
That's a good variant on the "I'm too old for this." Is when your daughter just
When your
says,
13-year-old
"You are
says
too
that.
old."
You are
She's
too
like-
old for this.
She's like, didn't you just do this on a scooter? And
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking. That was just last year. You ate
Yeah.
shit on
It
a
was at
fucking
RTX.
scooter.
Yeah.
You flipped over the handlebars
And
on
then
a
you
fucking
ate
scooter.
it off a Vespa like the couple of
That
years
was
before
bad.
that.
That's my
That was really
nightmare.
bad.
What you did last RTX,
It's brutal.
like crashing on a scooter in front of
40
fans.
Rooster Teeth community
Yeah,
members?
like
Yeah.
and being like,
And rolling into a trash can? Yeah. Luckily, the trash can broke my fall.
When you're not lost in the desert, you're.
Yeah, this was way worse.
in
though.
a trash can.
Anyway, so y'all be careful on those bikes. They go faster than you think.
And,
it hurts a lot to fall
the
off.
bikes that we got are cool as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
Watch
They
that
look
video.
like-
They're both awesome.
They look like
get one.
70s motorcycles.
They're really cool,
Are they
dude.
charged now?
Yeah.
Let's get them. Let's ride them.
I asked if we
around
could
on
bring
a
them over
show.
this podcast, so Michael said, let's wait for next week.
Well, I just said the
Well,
video
okay.
just came out.
Yeah, the video just came
so,
out.
Like,
Give them some
that'll
time.
incentivize them to go watch the video.
Yeah, makes
'Cause if they
sense.
see the bike here, they'll be like, I'm not gonna watch the video.
It makes sense.
Oh,
We gotta make money somehow.
I fucked my cell phone up too. I had my phone in my pocket. It went across the concrete. Sorry, I forgot about this part. Like this, the whole way. When I pulled it up, it was just the glass was gone, and I could just see all the inside bits of stuff.
Wait,
And
you
then,
took off
uh,
like already? Digitize the screen, it'll come
Well,
off.
I mean, there was still glass. There was still glass on most of it, but it was just like all
You're
of this was
looking at
gone.
components?
And I took it to get it fixed, and they fix iPhones at Best Buy now. Like if you go to the Apple website and schedule an appointment, like with at the Genius Bar, you can choose between Best Buy or the Apple Store, and the Best Buy appointments are like really fast because they've only been doing it since May, and I walked right in and got it fixed in less than an hour. So, pro tip: check if you have to get your iPhone fixed, try the Best Buy
How
in
much
your
was
town.
that?
It was like
100
300
$300.
bucks. My Apple Care was gone, so it was like 275 bucks or something.
Would Best Buy do it if you had Apple Care though?
Yeah,
You have to go through
yeah.
Apple.
No, they still do it.
Oh, that's
they don't
awesome.
care. They're connected with like they're in the system.
That's legit.
Jeff and I once both went to Apple to get our laptops fixed at the same time, and I just made one appointment. I was like, the guy can just look at them both, and then the guy was like, "Oh yeah, this is just for one laptop," and he was like really not interested in fixing both. And I was like, "Oh, maybe if we fix this one quickly, you can take a look at Jeff's as well," and he was like, "Uh-huh." And I watched him like slow down to like a quarter of the speed and just like look at me sometimes. I was like, I think they're just fixing mine. And
Yeah.
And then,
Anyway,
and
that
then you lost a tire on the way back from that.
I do remember that. And then we went out of town the next day. Pro tip though, maybe get your iPhone fixed at Best Buy because there's not 10 billion people crammed into a fucking Apple store trying to get
Apple
fixed.
Store sucks.
That
Apple
was,
Store sucks. Apple Store
that
sucks.
was-
I love Apple. Apple Store sucks.
We experienced the thing that we did, Island Time. In
Island
real time. It's
Island Time.
It's just like it's like humans moving in slow motion. Where I'm just like, it's something I would equate, I feel like, to the South, like, I'm gonna get to it in a minute.
It's like if haste was never invented.
Open this. We're at a place and we each had issues with like our hotel room, and then it was like, hey, this thing doesn't work, can you come fix it? And they're like, yeah, we'll have somebody come out there right away. And then someone came out there right away, like 15 minutes, and then the person got out of the car and they were like, it was unbelievable. You ordered breakfast one morning, ordered something on the menu. You ordered Eggs Benedict. It was
Because there
on the
weren't,
menu.
I think there were like 5 things on the
There's
menu.
a couple things on the menu. Gavin orders Eggs Benedict. We're there with like a crew. Crew member comes back and goes, yeah, Cook's not going to make it.
What do you mean?
Yes,
He just
talk,
don't
talk to the chef. He doesn't want to make
He
it.
doesn't
What
wanna
else-
make it.
What
He
else do you want?
Want to make
He doesn't
it?
want to make it today, so pick something else. And we're like,
What?
all right. It's just like, yeah, he doesn't feel like making it today.
They're looking at the
So
rest
you're
of the
not
menu.
getting
I'm
it.
like, what else doesn't he want to make? Is there anything he wants to
It's
make?
fucking funny.
Wait, that's wild.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, go for
I'll do
it. Hey, I want to thank Stuber for sponsoring this
Hey!
episode. It's a movie. You should check it out.
Hey! This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Stuber. 20th Century Fox's action comedy Stuber follows a mild-mannered Uber driver named Stu, played by Kumail Nanjiani, who may or may not appear in Achievement Hunter videos soon.
He will, because he did.
Because he did.
Yeah.
We may have played GTA with him.
We did.
Hence the film, Stu plus Uber equals
Stuber.
Stuber.
Got it. Makes sense.
Stu picks up a passenger, played by Dave Bautista, who may or may not have been on the Rooster Teeth podcast already. I think he was.
He's also been in some Guardians of the Galaxy films.
He's also been in did some wrestling. Turns out to be a cop hot on the trail of a brutal killer. Stu is thrust into a harrowing ordeal where he desperately tries to hold on to his wits, his life, and of course, his 5-star Uber rating.
Yeah, dude,
that one's
you gotta
important.
get them fares.
We held a screening at South by Southwest with lots of excitement, and the trailer's hilarious. My favorite part is when Stu tries to throw the gun, but gets popped with it instead. Check out the trailer on YouTube. There's actually a really funny scene. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but there's a funny scene with like an acetylene oxygen tank. It's also funny and gross. Kumail is great on Silicon Valley, and Dave is a badass from Guardians of the Galaxy, so we're excited to see the unlikely pair on screen together. Fun fact, Michael and Fiona, don't want to leave you out. They're actually really good friends in real life. They go to the gym together. Yeah. So this should be fun.
Works out?
No, Kumail works out. Dave spots
he watches.
him. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Buckle up for the ride of your life and see Stuber when it arrives in theaters on July 12th. It's going to be uber fun. Sorry, had to get that one in there. Catch Stuber in theaters starting July 12th. There you go.
Also, not in here, but they're also doing a screening of Stuber at RTX.
Yeah, that's right. Clap, you dickheads.
Yep. They're doing
Make me re-record that one.
No, you did great.
Yeah.
We're not going to re-record it. We're doing a screening of Stuber at RTX, and there's a Q&A after the film with Kumail Nanjiani's going to be there.
Yeah, I think Bernie's doing the Q&A.
Well, nobody cares about him. He's not in the movie.
Right.
But Kumail will be there.
Kumail, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I mean, most people are cool, but he was really cool and down to earth.
He was
very easy to work with.
We did a real fun. We did. I'll throw this out there. I'm gonna spoil it. We did a GTA with him. I don't know when that's coming out. Probably soon.
I think soon.
And I know next week, because Jeremy did it. He announced it on Awu today. There's a Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes coming out.
Oh right.
Next week with him in it as well, which is a lot of fun.
Those
him playing it and Jeremy and I were kind of helping him out and.
Those, you never know what you're gonna get. It's always a mixed bag when you do a video like that for like an actor or musician
just
or
like
actress
a random
a random person that comes in through the system. And see, it's always a little stressful. Also, they're always hands down, they're always more successful than you are.
Oh, for sure.
And you feel like you should just be thanking them for taking 2 seconds out of their day to help you.
Yeah.
And like you're always like, this is helping me
it's
way
also
more than
like,
it's helping
like,
you.
Like Kumail comes in the office and it's like, I'm Michael, I'm Jack, I'm Jeremy, I'm Ryan, I'm Jeff. And he's like, there's like 1,000 names here.
Yeah.
That's too much.
But he was super down to earth and actual gamer.
Dude,
and
GTA was fucking funny.
Yeah, it was. He's really
funny. It was, I'll throw it out. We did it Sunday driving. Brought back a Sunday driving.
We brought back Sunday driving
with him.
Just for him.
Little like, interview, kind of just fuck around. And I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. Anyway.
Check out Stuber.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it.
Sorry.
They're not going to hear you anyway.
It's convenient that his name in the movie is Stu.
Yeah.
And he's an Uber driver.
That's crazy.
Because otherwise, the title of the movie would make no goddamn sense.
It was like, why is it called Stuber?
Like, I don't know.
I think I have a feeling it wouldn't have been the title.
It might have been. We don't know. I assume they made the title
you can't
first.
Say that. You don't know. We don't know. That's supposition.
Yep. There's Gavin on one bike. I assume Jeremy's on the other one here.
Safety first.
We're not wearing helmets, dude.
Oh my God.
Jeremy is a helmet.
Not do that.
Let's not do this. They're all freaking out. They're all freaking out.
Calm down, Eric. Jesus Christ.
It's safer than when I rode the scooter through.
One, hang on, you stop. One, it's not even a sword. Two, Gavin's got sword holders on his bike.
Nothing's on fire.
Nothing's on
We
fire.
didn't set anything on
we
fire.
We can get shit on fire. If you want to do fire, we can do fire.
We'll set something on fire right now. You want to see me burn a moonball? I'll do it right now.
We can fire right now.
Don't run into anything.
Give me a camp
They're not
lighter.
running into nothing. They're expert professionals. Jeremy zipped on by.
They're not hearing me.
I mean, Jeremy almost.
What's up,
died.
Eric?
Blended in with the darkness.
Eric, what's up?
He almost.
Almost doesn't count.
Should we?
What about that? What about now?
What about
Should
that? Good thing he hit the fucking pillow.
Should we
at the lights.
start to wrap this up?
Look at the lights.
I mean, we could.
Stop it! You look at them.
Yeah.
Do
you want
to? Oh! Look at the lights.
This is.
Oh, purple and orange. The color of the gods.
Remember when you wanted to incentivize people going to the video?
Incentivize people going to the video.
Okay. They're gone.
Shoot, speak.
The hell was that?
So it's about time for us to it's about that time for us to start wrapping things up. But wanted to take a somber second. Don't really know how to do this, but to talk about our friend Etika Desmond. I say our friend. Michael and I knew him for about the last 2 or 3 years. If you don't know, he appeared in a lot of Achievement Hunter videos for a while. He's really, really, really funny guy, and he was definitely a friend of Rooster Teeth and the Let's Play family. And he took his own life on June 19th or 20th. I'm not sure which day. They found him recently. They found him this week, and we didn't really know how to address this. He's a guy that we all liked very, very much, and we're really sad and kind of heartbroken, as should a lot of people be. But I don't know him super well. I talk to him, I text him sometimes, but I didn't know him super, super well, and it would feel disingenuous to do some sort of a bigger. I don't want any way to memorialize him to appear as if it's some sort of an attention-seeking thing, or a way to like. I don't know. I just don't. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I'm struggling a lot to put my thoughts together. We didn't want to do anything that would appear as if we were trying to capitalize on this tragedy. But we did want to talk about it.
Right.
And Fiona, you've known Desmond for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was anything you wanted to say about Etika.
I've said, I've said my piece to, to people who needed to hear it, and I've also said my piece to, just to the fans, just people in general. And I've been with him from the start of this, this sort of breakdown that he had, and it's like it's just scary to see someone really crumble like that, and it's also just scary to see how much of a joke it became. Yeah. And that's something that I'll always be pissed about, and it's something that I'll always stand behind when it comes to like internet and the memes and the joking around and people saying, hey, I can say whatever I want on the internet.
Trolling and the bullying.
I'm like, I can't stand it. So it's like, it hurts and it sucks, and it's something that, even that I think we should address. He should have addressed it to his fans, and also maybe we should also address it to our fans, our audience, just to tell them, hey, this is a real thing. People are behind these personas that we have. These are human beings. We're making content for you. There's no right for you to say these things. Things you say will hurt. They will hurt.
I mean, it's a free internet. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but you need to realize that. Hopefully, people realize.
People can say whatever they want. It's just there's a human behind, and I don't think people realize that there's a human behind.
There are real consequences to the things that we say in public. And I'm not trying to say that Etika committed suicide because people bullied him on the internet. At all. But it didn't fucking help.
It definitely didn't help. Absolutely.
And first off, if you are depressed or you're having issues with your mental health is such a tricky and dangerous thing because it's not as easy to diagnose as a broken bone. It's not a physical thing that you can see and touch and see that is out of place or broken or cut or bleeding or hurt or wrong. And but it's something that needs to be taken exceptionally seriously. And if you have suicidal thoughts, or you are depressed, or you need somebody to talk to, or you feel lost or alone, or God forbid, bullied on the internet, please find someone to talk to in your life. The phone number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. And just know that, I hope you know that there are people out there that love you. No matter who you are, I love you. And just if you're in a bad way or a bad place, find help and get help. And don't allow yourself to lose the most important thing on earth, which is your life. Etika will never, it's a beautiful world and full of beautiful and wonderful people and things. And everybody deserves to spend as much time here enjoying it as we can, because who the fuck knows what comes after it? Probably nothing. And just every day is precious, and every day with the people that you love and care about is precious. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, other than to say, if you are depressed or you feel unhealthy or you feel like you need help, please reach out and find it. Whether it's through an addiction like alcoholism or mental health or any of these intangible and difficult things that you can't go and get an x-ray to get fixed, just please know that you're not alone. Everybody deals with these things in some capacity, obviously some way worse than others. But life is so precious. It is so fucking precious. And I don't ever want to read or find out about a person as wonderful as Desmond dying because he wasn't able to find help ever again. And I want every one of you, all of us, I want everybody to get to live the longest, most fruitful, beautiful, healthiest life that we can. And so please, if you can learn anything, if there's anything to learn from Etika's death, if any good can come out of the death of Etika, hopefully it could be that you can find another way than that. And I think I speak for everybody at Achievement Hunter when I say that we're really going to miss Etika. And I wish we could still make videos with them.
Yeah.
And I was serious when I said I love all of you out there. You guys gave us a career. You guys are the reason we get to be here. And that we don't have to have real jobs or hard jobs. And I want you to be healthy and happy. And please take care of yourselves. Because we all love you as much as you love us, if not more. That's all.
Yeah. Please take care of yourselves, everybody. Admitting that there's a problem is not a sign of weakness.
No, it's the biggest sign of strength.
I can attest to the fact that it's hard seeking help, and seeking help is a really important thing. It's not admitting that you're weak or anything like that. It's admitting that you know that there's a problem and that it's not the way that people are supposed to live. And it can be difficult. I know that. And just talking about it with other people and actually taking the steps to getting help, calling numbers like that, it's a huge step in the right direction. It really is. It's not easy. I'm not trying to pretend that it's easy because it really isn't. But if you think that something is wrong, if you think that there's something that's not right, and if you're willing to really make that step to try to fix things and improve things for yourself, it's really important that you reach out to other people and make the steps necessary. It's very important. Please do it.
And for God's sakes, if you see someone who appears to be in a position similar to Desmond or in your personal life, have some fucking compassion. Just have compassion for other people.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. And have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not to end on, ending on a note like that. It's important, but it's necessary. You know,
It's definitely
It's important and it's necessary.
We didn't know exactly how to approach this.
Yeah, there's
So
no.
We just, we definitely wanted to say something, and thank you, Jeff, for saying that. We just thought this would be a good spot to do it, and we just kind of wanted to, not, like you said, kind of insert ourselves in the situation, but bring it up and bring attention to it, and not to bring a downer to the show, but it's important that you talk about this, and it definitely impacted our lives and a lot of people that we know, and you saw the just the reach of the entire internet basically that responded to the news, and how many people that Etika touched, whether people watched his content or even just saw him through, memes and GIFs, or didn't know exactly who he was, but had recognized him and seen him. And, we just, we hope people take care of themselves, and, just try and talk to anyone you can, or seek help if you don't know anyone. And because it's a tragedy. I mean, I only met him a handful of times, but he was just one of the most passionate people I met about what he enjoyed doing. He was great to be around, and just so full of life. And it's like you said, a tragedy to see a life cut short like that.
Yeah, he was a really uniquely talented guy.
He was.
As evidenced by the fact that, we don't make content with people that aren't talented. We loved every opportunity we had to make videos with him, and to hang out with him outside of work as well. The brief times that we were able to, and the world is a little bit darker without him in it, and it would be more so without you in it as well. So please take care of yourselves. And there is help everywhere you look, if you look for it. I guess that's it.
Yeah. I think that's, basically just we wanted to, make a piece and make sure we talked about it, and, let people know that we care, about you, and about, mental health is a huge issue that goes kind of ignored in a lot of cases, or made fun of, kind of just glossed over. And it's a serious issue, obviously.
It is a serious fucking issue.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Be good to yourself, be good to each other. And if you want, stick around for the post show. It won't be we'll go back to kicking each other in the dicks or whatever.
Yeah.
Some dick jokes.
We're gonna slap Gavin on.
This is gonna be a real.
We're shoving Gavin for 10 minutes.
It's gonna be a big shove pile.
It's gonna get
Gavin.
shoved, and it's gonna be an insulting credit for Gavin, for sure.
Are you mad about last week's credit?
I'm not mad about it. I don't know why you said sucked Michael's dick last night.
Yeah,
it was a choice. It was a real choice.
It's really direct.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
really direct.
Stab was saying, he was saying like you could come up with it for the first time. I was like, what will make him just be like?
And that's what you went to.
What?
That you got that. It was what for sure. I posted about it, and I was like, Gavin made this credit, and people were like, "Are you mad because it's true?" And that was like most of the reaction that I got. So weird.
Well,
we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Achievement Hunter community. Thank you for watching.
Take care of yourselves.
Please.
Thank you.